The following program is brought to you by Stones Radio Networks. The views, opinions, statements, outbursts, random thoughts, decisions, and shenanigans expressed are solely those of the hosts and in no way are reflective of those of the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club, management, or staff. Listener discretion is strongly advised. Bitches. You are listening to Stones Radio Networks, the home of the Lincoln Potters. Started with trading a bag of weed for a mixing board and a couple of microphones. This is the show that started it all. It started as Stones and the Boys, and through many incantations, we're always Stones and Toy. We had a Knock, a Casual T, a Jay Wuck, a Rebecca Blanton, a Jessica Cameron, Mike E. Winfield, a Carmichael Dave. But still, it always comes back to two guys sitting in a room talking.
Two guys sitting in a garage talking.
And now it's time for Stones and Toy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Goodbye Sober Day. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Stones and the Toy. Goodbye Sober Day. Goodbye Sober Day. Goodbye Sober Day. Goodbye Sober Day. Stones and the Toy.
It is like robot sex in your ears.
Well, what's happening, everybody? Guess what? It's Thursday night. It's 7 p.m. Just like you expected to find us right here live in the StonesRadioNetworks.com studios and .kennel. We are coming to you live with another fantastic episode of the Stones and Toy Show. Yes, everybody, I am Toy, and we could not do this without the Oprah to my Dr. Phil Stones.
Well, that'll work, I
You
guess.
like that?
The Oprah to your Dr. Phil?
Yeah, I'm Dr. Phil.
You're Dr. Phil?
Yeah, and you're
Well, you do have more.
and you're Oprah. So you made me.
You do have.
You have brought me to the world.
You have more
see?
medical credential than I do. That's for sure.
And I'm a made-up doctor,
So-
just like Dr. Phil.
Made
So-
up. Only made up in your head. You have some
I'm
credentials.
no, my
So-
old friend Ryan used to call me the doctor.
The doctor.
Yeah, but there was an A at the end. There was no
There
there
was-
was no ER, as they say.
Oh my God! What happened to you? You
That's
just like
perfect.
disappeared. Wow, that was freaking.
I went into the darkness.
That was freaky,
Darkness,
man.
everybody.
Well, welcome into the Stones and Toy Show, everybody.
Hopefully, we did not fall into a black hole
We
because
didn't- we don't fall into black holes.
we don't
man.
know what's going to go on with the black hole situation and what comes out on the other side. 'cause-
Well, what do you know about black holes and the situations that are happening?
Well, I
I mean,
mean,
you
there's a
tell
lot
me.
of theories, and I've been looking at these lately. Obviously, Hawking talked about spaghettification and the increase in gravity, and just basically nothing can escape it, not even light. But then I can't quite figure out why the jets of radiation can escape, and how that works. And then there's another theory that maybe we are currently living in a black hole.
We're currently living in a black hole.
That is a possibility
I
as
can
well.
get
That's a
with
theory
that.
that's out there. And then the other theory
I can
is
get
that
with
there are black holes all over the place that maybe might be wormholes, and we could access them to other parts of maybe parallel universes or other parts of the galaxy or the universe, our particular universe. So
Well, okay. Well, listen.
I didn't want to end up in one because I didn't bring pad and paper, so I don't
Well,
know what to tell you what's going to happen when I come back.
First
So
of all,
I got to
we
take notes.
We may end up in one, especially on this episode of the Stones and Toy Show.
Oh, snap. I hate it when we end up in black holes.
But you actually you almost brought us to our very, very first topic.
Oh, snap, son.
But before I can even do that, we got to go, hi, everybody, welcome in, and all
Hi.
that fun stuff.
We're back.
And kind of just talk about the first thing that I think everybody is thinking about right now is, how is Joe Dirt?
Oh, Mr. Derte?
How is Mr. Dirte?
Mr. Derte is
Okay.
French. You see, Mr. Derte
Yeah.
has gone to Zohan. If you remember, You Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Yeah,
he
you
was
know,
an Adam
you-
Sandler movie.
You Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Right.
Yeah.
He was a very fancy hairstylist.
Okay.
That was his undercover thing
Yes.
as an Israeli spy.
Yeah.
And so
Got it.
he went to Zohan and
much
got his locks
explanation.
trimmed up, and he is no longer Joe Derte.
Yay.
He has been divorced from the Derte family.
Yay.
So he is now just a little shaggy on the top, which I'm still jealous of, but that's okay. It's trimmed up around the back and the sides.
Dad can be
and,
jealous the rest of his
it's-
life on
it's, that now he will be able to fully get his red neck on. But the
his redneck on. Is that what
because
you
the
said?
sun will come on there now and make
The
it red
sun-
because there's no more mullet covering it, is what I'm
Phrasing.
trying to say. So I walked right into that one.
Bam.
So Mr. Derte is no longer a Derte.
Well, that's good.
He's still dirty, but
Yeah,
you know,
no. But
I mean,
he,
he's a teenager, so what
he's
the
a
fuck are you
teenager.
gonna do about that?
And it's amazing what that kind of thing will do for you.
Isn't it though?
Because it from what and we're not going to get into details, but it sounds to me as if a fresh new dew up top may have landed him something real sweet in the middle.
It's
You
amazing
know I'm
what
saying?
happens if you trim
know
up
what
those
I'm
locks.
saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. You trim up those locks, all of a sudden people go, who is that over there?
You
Let
look
me see.
pretty fly.
Not. Is that Joe Derte?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ew.
Ew.
Yeah. No. He hangs out with Kid Rock, and he's gross. So, but who's that? I don't know who that is. But I'm gonna have to go find out who that is.
So very happy.
Hello, Mr. Non-Derte.
Very, very happy for to find that out. That was such good news.
Indeed. So very positive direction all the way around.
Absolutely.
there. So-
And I kind of want to step down the path in which we took to get there because we actually have a good friend of ours. And I think we've addressed him as Roxanne on
Many times,
this
yes.
these airwaves
These
before.
particular airwaves,
so I
yes.
want to continue to do such. And we'll just say that Roxanne celebrated his 99th birthday, so we went out for some fun.
We did.
Right?
And we had to find something that was around when he was a youth.
Yeah, which is tough, man.
It is, man, because there's a lot of things that have come out in the last century that...
and he can't play baseball, so that was like
No.
off the chart,
Yep.
right? Like, you can do that.
No.
But before basketball, so
Especially
it was
if you
like,
threw him the heater, Ricky.
So what did we find?
Axe throwing.
Axe throwing.
They definitely did that back in the day.
Never thought I'd
When
do
they
that.
said
Never thought
when they
I'd
said
do
go
that.
out and play in
Yeah.
his day, like there weren't roads and stuff. It was
No.
just like you wanted something, you had to take an axe to the woods and get to it. So
You
he
just had-
learned how to throw axes back in the day.
Gotta get
And,
to it, son.
So we went axe throwing. If we really want to talk about it, it's just
That's
because of my
better.
lack of organization is really what that was.
Oh, for sure, right?
I didn't realize that going to Top Golf at 6 o'clock on a Friday was going to require a reservation.
You know,
in the summertime.
And I
Like,
really,
why would that happen?
And I really want to hire you as a core member of the Stones Radio Network, soon to be something else, family, and you hit me with you were like, we're going to Top Golf. I'm like, sweet. Obvious to me, he's already hooked up the plans. He's contacted the location and is reserved a bay because it is a Friday night.
Didn't think about that at all. Didn't realize that was even a thing until you pointed it out to me, and I was like, that makes a lot of sense.
Like, why wouldn't that be a thing?
Right.
Explain that to me. Explain the thought process of why wouldn't that be a thing?
Because I looked at it as though it was like Scandia.
Okay, but Scandia, like what part of Scandia?
Any part of Scandia.
So you just show up and you do it?
That's
So
what
you-
Scandia is.
so you
when
thought
you go,
it was
when you show up to
but you
so when
thought
I
it-
would go to Scandia.
You thought it was miniature golf.
Well, no, but I thought it was the same concept
Because
as
that's
going
what-
to the miniature golf places. Because, like, I just figured you show up. Because when we went, we just showed up and walked in, and it was all good. Like, I didn't even think about the fact that you needed to reserve it unless it was, like, a big to-do.
Do you remember getting your little credit card thing that you had to get to go in there? Remember? And I said you can either get it, pay $5, and then you never have to do this again, or you can just use your phone number. Do you remember any of that? This is
No,
like-
but I did use my phone number, and they had me in
and
the
they
system.
had you in the system
Yeah.
because it's all serious. It's like a legitimate place. It's like the Black Angus of golf places.
Oh. I was expecting, like,
was that your
cattlements.
was that your cow impersonation?
You like
right there?
that? That was pretty good.
Oh.
Oh, that was my Black Angus cow. That's what that is.
Wow.
It's a special cow.
All right.
Well,
Well,
you
you're
me do chickens. It's amazing.
and you should only eat special cow with thoughts like that about let's going out for our friend's 99th birthday.
Well, I didn't. I mean,
You know what
he
I
wouldn't
mean?
notice
On a Friday night. I
Yeah.
know he wouldn't notice, but I mean, he's also one of the ones that really wanted to go to Topgolf.
I know.
If I remember correctly,
He was
Mr.
pretty excited. about it.
99-year-old Roxanne showed up to my house with a full set of golf clubs.
I did too.
As if we were, well, no, you didn't. You showed up to my house and there was a full set of golf clubs here.
But whose were they?
They were yours.
Okay, then.
But
So
they
I
were
showed up with golf
already
clubs
here. They were
because I planned
already here.
ahead for the trip to Topgolf.
They were
I did
already
everything
here.
except for the reservation.
Okay, first of all, think about what you said. You didn't show up with golf clubs.
I didn't have to because they were already here.
Thank you. So retract the statement of you showed up with golf clubs.
Okay, I
'Cause
showed
you
up.
didn't.
I showed up, and my golf clubs were with me.
No. You
Yes,
sho-
because when I showed up, my golf clubs were with me.
Okay, but you still just showed up. Then you had to come into the shed, and then your golf clubs would be with you.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
where I showed up. is
You
in the
left
shed.
out a whole section there, so that's again not factual.
I was throwing like
So
walking
you
into
can
the
do
shed
this.
as part
You
of
can
show-
do this.
part of showing
You
up.
you can do this. I showed up. Pause. And my golf clubs were here.
I don't even have to pause at that point.
Okay, well then just fucking say it.
Yeah.
God, you are you're becoming your 15 and 13, 14-year-old
This is what
right
I've been-
in front of me.
This is what's been I've spent too much time with. So.
See, that's another thing. You're lying because they can't remember what I'm going to say, and that they stumble over their words. Okay, you are becoming them. All right, you're becoming them.
I know it happens.
It's pretty.
Apples don't fall far from trees.
It's pretty sad. Well, I'm happy that Joe Dirt is no longer. It sounds like it's working, and,
It is.
and I'm happy for that. Um, and
It's doing well.
And I actually have a show for us today.
I can't wait.
Like a legitimate, like we can do a show, and it might be fun. Might
hope
not
so.
be.
Well,
but
you never know.
It could be.
It usually
If
is.
you're gonna say, I gotta just move this around. See what happens. I move both of us now. I give up.
Do you want me to move? Is that what
No,
you're
I
telling
don't
me?
even care. I really
Good,
don't
'cause I'm
because
not.
that's how you do. You just
Wait,
do.
I gotta go this way?
You're like Phantom.
Oh, okay. I gotta go this way.
You're like Phantom. You just do whatever you want to do, and then I have to adjust to it.
How's this? Is this better?
I don't care. I
How's that,
seriously
everybody?
don't
Does
care.
Everybody like that?
I
I
don't.
think what we need to do,
I
though,
don't
honestly,
care.
for this show, just because I'm always looking at you with the cameras right there, so you
Which
just get
is
this
fine.
weird thing. So
Yeah.
if you really want me looking more at the camera, you need to move it over to the other side of the SF.
Okay, and then I'd have to move it back and forth between other. Dude,
I'll get you another bracket.
it's
We'll move it over 16 inches
How
on
about-
another stud.
How about
That'd be perfect.
How about get me another camera?
I would love to.
That would so until you can do that, shut up.
Makes for a very not very interesting audio show if I shut up, but I mean I can. I mean you did used to turn my microphone off. That's what happens. I remember that.
I wouldn't do that though.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that. 'Cause
So,
that's rude.
I know it is.
That's rude.
So
But who cares what
I
the
don't know what
camera-
it is that I don't know what it is you have planned, but
Yeah, I have a plan.
I would like to address the now
Please address the now.
53,000 and more viewers of
Oh,
our
God.
video from almost 10 years ago.
Oh God.
And the comments, which I've read a little
Oh,
bit recently of.
Have you started reading some of the comments?
So I
There-
really
there's some
just
good
I just gotta
comments.
give everybody the updates just to let you know what happened. Yes, you're
I don't-
right. Yes, you were right. I needed a larger inhaling device.
I don't want to be a part of this.
I
don't.
needed a larger inhaling device.
I've blocked.
I
myself
needed
out.
less
I can't
of
be part of
the other substances in that inhaling device, and just strictly the salvia. It was not a temperature thing,
No.
and it was not a how long did I hold it in situation.
Can I answer some questions
It
too?
was seriously just a quantity to the dome.
Yeah.
And that's what I required. And then there was another video,
Yes, there is part two that somebody dumped.
and I
said somebody because it's not me. You didn't have to. You didn't have to. You paused long enough to point it out. Like I left it all right open for you. You didn't have
and
to
I
take
am
the
sad
fall.
that video is no longer in existence because somebody didn't understand technology.
Wait, that was supposed
No,
to
that
be
was
you.
supposed to be. Yeah, somebody didn't understand technology when they thought they were hiding said thing, and nope. That was before said technology had that capability, apparently. But I thought it should at that time. You would think it would be, but anyway.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs, I think, was still around at that point. But anyway, maybe that was.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I'm not real sure,
I'm
but
not sure
anyway.
Yeah, but you lost it. I mean, somebody lost
Somebody
it.
it got lost somehow.
Yeah.
So if somebody knows if there's an FBI agent listening to the show, never mind.
Wouldn't be FBI.
We appreciate you guys.
First of all, it wouldn't be FBI.
Well, I don't know
It'd
who
be
gets
NSA.
NSA.
It'd be the NSA.
Oh, okay. Then Cartman, if you're listening,
No. They remember there is no file on Cartman been deemed
that's right.
useless and unworthy or something.
I'm trying to get on that list. That's the list I'm trying to get
But
on.
that's not the list that we're currently on.
No,
because
that's not the
we
list.
have like
but that's the list I want to be on.
57,000 current reasons why we're not on that list. Okay,
I know.
we're a huge red flag right now.
A little bit. but,
Okay,
you
it's
know.
making business really difficult.
Oh, but it's so much fun.
But
So,
it's okay. It's okay. No, okay.
It's
So
okay.
I get
So,
to address questions now too.
you certainly may. So, but
No,
yes, it was
I'm not
successful.
Steve-O.
We'll go with that.
The voice was not Steve-O.
Nope. Although that was a great call. Whoever wrote that was like spot on.
Yeah,
And that one got a few replies as well. Like, yeah, absolutely, that is Steve-O. And it
Yeah.
was like, I wanted to reply and say, yeah, I wish it was because
Yeah.
it sounds just like him.
we
Acts like him sometimes too. but
we wish it was
not quite to
Steve-O,
the
but
degree.
we wish it was Steve-O, but it wasn't Steve-O. And then I don't really have anything else.
It
to
was
reply
Stonezo.
to.
It was just Stonezo.
Do I have anything else to reply to on those?
I don't think so. But
remember-
but you did get a lot of props for the trying to convince me to go get you something to drink.
Yeah.
That was also a kind of a common thread.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to just. I was trying to get more I
You're
mean,
just trying to
somebody
find
was,
out how well it was
somebody was
working.
trying to get more content out of you. I
Yeah.
don't want to be involved in this. Somebody was trying to get more content
Yeah,
out of
somebody
this.
had something to do with it.
Yeah,
So,
it was just you, and I don't even
and
know if it was
Josh.
you.
No, it wasn't.
Was
me.
it you?
No,
No,
it
it
was
was-
a former version of myself.
It's just something that's on our channel that's I've
great
tried to
video.
get rid of.
It's a great video. You
and,
can't
it just keeps showing back up.
because it's a great video.
Please don't go look for it. It's on our channel, but
No.
don't do it. Don't
No,
go
but-
look for it.
But you know what you could do?
It's not a live video. I'll tell you right now. That
No,
makes
it's
it
old.
really easy to find.
Yeah, no, it's an old video. It's a very old video.
It doesn't even have hashtags because that's what it was. It was made before
They were still called
hashtags.
pound signs back then.
Exactly. You would still use that on your fucking dial pad.
Yeah.
On your home telephone.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a
Okay.
landline. Why wouldn't we?
So
Yeah. But people could call us and talk about it if they wanted to.
No, you're not.
916-367-4774.
No,
Yes,
no.
there it is. I love the graphic.
No.
It's so good.
I hate you.
Yes, I know.
Why did you do that?
Because I want somebody to call sometime and at the very least leave us a message.
Screw it. I'm just gonna turn it
Do
on.
we have the
I'm just gonna turn it on because it would
because you
be
never know
hilarious.
what'll happen.
It would be hilarious if somebody called in. Right
That
now.
would be.
So
And I would be
nobody's
just a
going to.
wonderful thing.
But-
But just in case you are on the Mixler machine and not on the YouTubes and can't see the beautiful graphic that has been created,
Yeah.
it reminds me very much of the city uniforms by the San Francisco Giants, and I like it.
Oh, do you
Yeah,
like it? You like
I
it very
like
much?
I like that. That's like the cloud thing that they
Yeah.
got going. That's
It's the fog.
the fog and
It's
the
the fog.
creamsicle thing. That's
It's the
what I'm
fog,
talking about.
not-
So
not
those are
cloud.
good.
Yeah, but I mean, I was thinking about, just trying to keep it,
No, it's good.
Like
I
how
like
we
it. I
do
back
things?
it 120,000%.
Word.
But the number that keeps scrolling around the screen there is 916-367-4774.
I hate you. I hate you. You found a way to work it in. Good.
Always.
I got rid of it. That's fine.
That's fine.
We have a hell of a show. We just getting started. 20 minutes in. We have a hell of a show for you.
Hell of a-
I've
hella,
got
hella,
I've got a video that is dying to be seen by the masses.
I can't wait.
Okay, and I'm hoping for an update.
Is it the other half of the other one?
I wish it was
Because
bro.
I know they say that you can find that shit out there on the web somewhere. So.
I don't know how that would even be
Do
possible.
we know
'cause
any hackers that know how
This
to do
was
that?
before, I think, almost before the internet.
Before Al Gore made the internet? Thanks, Al Gore.
I think so.
It's
Like
totally
just
serial.
before though.
I think so.
So,
I had my green phone.
but we're gonna save the video, I think, for the last.
No,
the
don't
vi-
tease me like that.
Because the video is so good,
Okay.
it might take up a lot of time, and it could ruin the whole show.
Okay.
It could take over the show.
It's not always a bad thing.
You know what I mean?
So, speaking of videos and your lack of watching anything that I send you, so just real quickly, I sent you this video last night.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just gonna. Go
That
ahead.
was a YouTube
continue.
short that
Continue.
was I
Continue.
mean, the whole video might have been 15 seconds long, but really the best part's the first 3.
Okay.
And it made me laugh every time that I watched it, and it's totally something that would happen to me. And it killed me, and it really upset me that you didn't watch it. And
so just in like the last 4 days, you've sent me like 11
okay, what have I
things
sent?
to watch.
What have I sent?
And we're just gonna start with the top of them: marijuana and hallucinations.
That was a news story.
Okay, autocorrect golf
This one.
shots.
That's the one.
World's first virtual boxing, I think.
Oh, yeah, you watched that one.
Yeah, but I've already seen that, dude. And then the U.S. president's
Playing.
playing a Wordle,
Yeah.
right?
Which, by the way, I appreciate you pointing that out to me.
Yeah.
And now I've discovered that there are like 4 or 5 different
Uh-huh.
channels doing it,
Yeah.
and they're all using the same AI voices, but there's
Exactly.
just one that I like,
Yeah.
and that's Parody Gaming.
Parody
I give them
Gaming.
a shout out because today
All right,
they
fine. Shout
today-
them out. Parody Gaming.
today was, and I'm sorry everybody to be
yeah.
interrupting
Oh,
your premiere of the Wi-Files right now.
Oh, I know.
But it's best when it's not live.
I prefer it after it's been done,
Yep, I concur.
just because I could do it on my own time.
Yeah, exactly. Me
I'm a
too.
lazy
And
fuck.
I'd rather be listening to us right now anyway.
Yeah, why not? I mean, because you never know when you're going to.
I know, because
That's
we are
the thing.
consistently inconsistent.
Inconsistent. And that's probably going to be the case. So before we go much further, just let's do that. The lineup on Stones Radio Network soon to change to something else very, very soon. Please just bear with me. I've got more paperwork to do.
We got to talk about how.
got more paperwork to do.
No,
That's
we
what
can
it
talk
was.
about that you're up to something season.
Yeah, I'm up to something season.
Yeah.
What?
You're up to something. And
Season?
It's the season of being up
Why
to
did
something.
season have to? Okay. He so confused me. You're up to something season.
That's right.
It's up to something season.
Yeah,
No, it's football season.
coming up. By the way,
No, not by the way. Hold on.
three,
I don't
count
care.
them, 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks from today, ladies
Until-
and gentlemen, until NFL football kicks off for real.
Do you know how many sports shows we have on this network currently?
All of them but us.
Okay, so stop it with the NFL. I know, and we should talk about it actually.
But we
we're
should
not
also
gonna.
talk
We're
about
not
the
gonna.
fact that my Cowboys helmet made a great appearance on the fantasy show
Yeah.
the other day, which was excellent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kenny was on point. He was on fire. He was just coming out with information left
That's a
and right.
show that happened a couple of days ago on this network.
I'm still advertising for it,
StonesRadioNetworks.com.
which you should go back and listen to, which was what I was just going to say. I'm trying to do some fucking cross-marketing here. Dumb shit.
Okay.
So anyway.
Hey, Dick Licker.
Anyway, so
Um,
I think that the Cowboys helmet that's over there looking beautiful should be over here when I'm on the air. Should be like over.
I left it over there for a reason.
I know, because you don't want me to have it
Away
away from these guys.
Oh yeah, but the lineups are going to change here. So we are going to be doing Thursday evenings,
That's what it's looking like.
and it could go anywhere between, let's say, 5:30 and 10:30, and that's going to be based on a couple of things, mostly childcare and work schedules, and it's not all falling on one person. So it is a collective. We are a team. We do this together, and we're finding a time slot that we can make it work on a regular basis.
Yes, so that we can be more consistently and consistently consistent.
Yeah. So at least we will now be able to shoot for between 5 and 10 on Thursday evenings.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Phrasing.
Boom. So anyway, that's it. But what that's gonna
Which
do?
means is that we're going to end up being like a Manning cast.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
No, it's pretty good. You like it.
I
It's
don't
a good
care.
time.
I
But we
don't like
have-
it. I don't like it.
I know you haven't even watched it.
I've not watched it once. I'm not going to. It's
I know.
not full. If football's on, I'm going to watch football. I'm not going to watch football while two other dudes talk about whatever they want. If I want to watch football with two other dudes talking about whatever they want, I'll invite you over.
Appreciate that.
Okay, but we don't do that. Why? Because we don't. I like to watch football. You like to watch football. Phantom likes to watch football. Kenny likes to watch football. Not talking about other stuff. Once you get more than two people in a room with football on the TV, it's talking about other stuff, not watching football.
Agreed. So I'm with you. I made the switch over. I enjoy some of the segments that I do catch up on
Yeah.
after the game, but I do watch just the game as well. I mean, I might click over just to see what's happening, like who they have on, and that'll
You
be about
have
it.
yet to have the luxury of living the red zone life.
Correct.
And that
Still am in that situation.
that hurts. That hurts because you don't understand. And once you finally get that taste, which I really would hope it would happen for you in 3.5 weeks.
I know.
Okay?
It's not gonna.
But it's not gonna. Even if I sent you a subscription, you couldn't use it because you're working now every Sunday.
That is correct.
And that sucks. And
Yes,
Monday.
it does. And Monday.
And Monday.
Yep.
And but you'll be available for Thursday night football, which has always been good.
It has been pretty good.
It's always been good. Not just has been, it's always been good.
There's been some duds. Been some duds, but that happens.
There was
That
about,
happens.
There was
That's
about
just-
a decade of duds.
but it's still
on Thursday
football.
night football.
But it's still
there
football.
was a decade of duds.
It's still
of
football. So
on
there's
Thursday
that.
night.
You
Okay.
know,
All
there
right.
is that.
But and you'll be available for the occasional Saturday
Late season game. Yeah.
overseas, from London or whatever.
Early morning.
Yeah, early morning.
I can catch that on the Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I mean,
on my phone
you'll-
while I'm at work.
So you'll be able to get 17. So yeah, you might be able to get 34 games total to watch this year.
That's better than usual. So we'll see what's happening.
So I mean, you can't be all.
I'll find my way
You can't be
around
all
somehow.
down. You can't be all
I'll
down.
find my way around
you
somehow.
know? But trust me, once you get the taste of just watching Red Zone, bro, like it's
See, I understand.
magical.
I understand,
It's
but here's
magical.
my thing with Red Zone is
magical.
here's my thing with Red Zone is that
You
I
can't- you
always
can't say
had because I always had the Sunday ticket.
yeah, but
right.
That's
So
Not the
I
same
made
as
my
Red
own
Zone.
Red Zone.
yeah.
What I would do is I would just watch the games that I wanted to watch.
I know you put like.
And then
four
I'd
up on
flip
the
back
thing.
and forth
Yeah.
to not like I just have it on the
Oh,
flipper.
oh,
you
so
know,
you would flip around.
Yeah, then I'd
Yeah.
watch a few minutes of each game, and I'd be like, all right, let's see where this is going. And then,
Yeah.
and then I'd get,
Yeah,
it was a good
that's-
time.
That's not worth
And
it.
then I'd switch over, and then it would be the Cowboys game, and I'd be like, hey, all right.
Okay.
And then I'd watch
But
all
see,
of that.
what the thing is that instead of all of the flip around, right? Because that's random for you. When you're sitting there, you're watching. That's random, right? I'm gonna flip around. I'm gonna flip around.
But it's according to my taste.
They do it for you.
Yeah, but they might not
okay?
do it when I want them to.
But they give you all of the biggest plays that happen in the fucking game. It's all of the shit you watch on ESPN the next fucking day. You love watching the shit on ESPN the next day. So what I'm saying is it's having the
I watched
first
it that night actually on the NFL
fine,
Network.
whatever. It's the same
Or
shit,
NFL Live.
but you're seeing it just when the game's happening.
That's
You
true.
don't understand. It's you can talk shit about it all you want.
No, I've
which,
experienced
no,
it
you,
with you,
You
but
clearly are. You're clearly talking
I just
shit.
I
Um,
don't know. I like to have the option of watching the boring part if I want to.
but you can absolutely have that option, okay?
not with every game.
Because absolutely, because you got to buy the Sunday ticket. Okay,
I used to.
so
But now I can't because I don't have DirecTV.
But with Red Zone, you get to see everything that's happening that's important in the game. Everything. Okay?
And
Even
all
the
my
bi-
Cowboys games?
Even the big injuries. Because that's
Yeah.
what happens to your team all the time. And so they'll cut in and be like, oh my God, look, he broke his arm. And they'll show you. They'll show it to you.
Over and over and over. again.
Over and over.
I'm glad they got rid of that
over.
rule. That's good.
So 3 times. That's it. They show it 3 times and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay? So I don't know what rule you're
Well, there's
doing.
the first one that they go, nah, it's just a cramp.
I didn't know there was a rule. Are you serious?
After the
They got
Theismann
rid of
thing,
a rule?
After the Theismann thing,
Oh, you're talking about that. Yeah.
they don't show the injuries anymore.
No, I thought you were talking about a new rule because of the DeMar Hamlin thing. I honestly
no,
thought
they don't
you were
show
talking
that
about
either.
something.
But
No, I
and they
get
shouldn't.
that.
They shouldn't.
No,
That's
they
good.
shouldn't.
That'd be bad
I
times.
wouldn't mind seeing all the Cowboy injuries though.
I know.
It's fine.
That's fine.
It's fine with me.
No, I have a feeling that in my old age that I will start to convert into the red zone world.
If you ever have a job in which you don't have to work Sundays, because Red Zone
know.
doesn't work on any other day but Sunday.
I know. Can I have it on my device?
Yeah, you can have it on your device.
So then I have a better shot of enjoying red zone at least for a period of time
Yeah.
versus none at all, which is how it's been.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Okay, you're talking about watching potentially 8 different small screens on your small screen device. If you can start picking out the players in those little games, that's impressive, bro.
All right.
Okay, that's impressive.
I did have LASIK.
Okay,
So-
yeah.
so
You can
there is
have
that.
perfect vision all you want,
There's
but
that.
okay, you're gonna need a 30-time magnifier also. Okay?
Probably.
Or an iPad. You know, that's kind of the way to go.
I need a new one of those.
You know, so
The one I have is too old.
well, the one you have is the one in which the video lied upon at one point in time that got deleted, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. So we don't want to talk about that iPad anymore. You're bringing up, you know,
Well, it's still
Bad
trying
memories.
to. It's trying to update 9.3 right now. Okay, so
you mean from version 9.3.
to 9.4, it can't go. Or
Well,
no, it's trying to go from 9.2 to 9.3.
Okay. Well, it first of all,
I think we're on like what 16 at this point, something like
17?
that.
Yeah.
Whatever the new operating system is.
Yeah, 16, 17, something like
It's
that.
trying to do to 9.4
So-
right now. or
But it
9.3.
can't do that.
It can't.
No, because
It's not there anymore.
It doesn't exist.
It does not.
Have you tried to go from 9.2 to 16?
Yeah.
Yeah? What happens?
It goes, what? What you talking about, Willis?
This is the
Like
future.
Gary Coleman pops up and it's like, what you talking about,
It's,
Willis?
it's not the future, huh?
No.
It won't
no,
do it?
It just starts like laughing. It's
That's terrible.
son, we don't do that.
That's terrible. You should go see a genius.
You're a genius.
No. Like one of the geniuses at the Apple Store.
Oh, one of those
You know,
guys.
those geniuses.
And he's going to say what?
I don't know.
Gonna-
Just go see him. And
Can I
see what
take
he
it out
says.
and put a new one in? Is that?
Go see him. See what he says.
He's going to say.
and report back. I
he's
want to
gonna
know.
He's going to say, buy that one. And I'm going to be like, but what about this one? He's going to be like, yeah, buy
Okay,
that one.
So that's what I want. I want you to go into the store to speak with a genius to record this conversation. That you want to keep this one that you have, but you want it updated to the 16 point whatever.
Okay.
And I just want you to do this. Can you do this?
I can do it,
this
but
is
I
a
can.
task I put in front of you.
I can certainly do that.
Okay.
But why do that when I can do this?
Uh-oh. If it's better, I'll take it.
I have in my hot little possession at home,
In your hot little possession,
in my hot little
in
hands
your-
at home.
in your
I
hot
know
little
right where it is.
hoo-ha.
I know right where it is. And it's even got the power cord.
Oh, yeah?
And I can plug it in and make it turn on.
Mm-hmm.
I have my Mac PowerBook from 1993.
Okay. All right. You could
With
turn it on.
one of my favorite games ever, Spectre.
Spectre.
On
Never
there.
heard of it.
It's a great game. You're a tank and you drive around and blow stuff
Not
up.
a big
It's a good
fan
time.
of the.
It's a good time.
apples.
It kind of looks like Tron, but you're inside of
No
it. It's
wonder
kinda
you're
cool.
into it.
It's pretty cool. So anyway,
You're way into
but it's a black
Tron.
and white screen,
Tron.
right? Black and white screen. The mouse ball is on the
Lame.
thing,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
There's no internet attachment. There's no disk drive.
No?
There's the floppy
power cord?
disk, the floppy disk, which
Yeah.
were no longer floppy at that point.
Uh-huh.
It's one of those.
Three and a
But
half.
if you want interwebs,
Hmm?
there is a spot where you can plug in for a modem,
Okay.
but I'm not real sure if you can do that
A modem.
anymore.
Well, yeah, a modem. You're talking about a phone line cable.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no, not even that. There's another special little thing that you had to plug in to make it do the thing, but you couldn't just like turn on the internet.
No,
Like,
of course
it doesn't
not.
do that.
No, 93.
Yeah. So I could take that in
Yeah, take that in
and see if they will update it to the current system.
to the current system. Yes,
Okay.
do that. But will you record the whole thing?
I have to.
Okay, that's
Because I
the
won't
whole
remember
point.
what the steps are going to tell me to do.
Now, the whole point of this exercise was to get you to update something
Right.
that can't be updated.
Well, but I got to
but
try and update
with a
it.
genius,
Right, but I got to see if I can update it.
you need to see a genius.
Yeah.
And don't look at me like that anymore. I am not a genius.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. So maybe I'll do a 2-part series. I'll start with the iPad.
take
And
both.
then when that doesn't work, I'll be like, okay, well, can you do my laptop at least?
We'll take
And then he'll be like, okay, well, let's see what you got. And then I'll pull that out.
better story is you go in with the backpack, you pull out the iPad, he will ream you a new asshole about the fact that you have it, and
I just want.
there's no possible way this will ever happen. Then you finally succumb to him telling you no, there's no possible way.
No.
And then you say, okay, well, I have one more question for you. Then you turn around and you pull out this fucking MacBook from 93, and then you go another round. Okay, if you can get two full
That's
rounds.
a great Foo Fighter song.
If
by
you
the way.
can get two full, yeah, I know it is.
Another round.
If you can get two full rounds out of this guy, dude, it's a promotion for you. Promotion,
Sweet.
yes.
I still get to be safety officer though, right?
You get to be safety manager.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so you get to manage all of it.
All of the safety?
All of it.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Perfect.
So, but can you handle this?
I can definitely
All
handle
right.
this.
I think this is something that needs to be done, bro.
Here's the catch though.
No, there shouldn't be catches.
Well, okay.
I should only be the one to allow catches to be had.
Okay, well here's what I also need. It's
Okay.
not really a catch.
A requirement by you.
Yes.
That's horrible.
Somebody to film it.
No. You just need audio on this one, dude. We don't need video.
No.
You want to go? You want to go viral?
Because
Because
dude,
that's not what the intention here is.
what I'm saying is the look on dude's face
Uh-huh.
when I pull out that thing that is
Okay.
older than he is,
Then we're going to get
is gonna make it worth it.
we're going to get the spy glasses that you can get, okay? The recording spy glasses.
If we can get
Okay.
those, then I'm on.
I think they're like $50 on Amazon. Okay?
Yeah,
and
'cause I
they-
got to spy on some fools.
And they just record, and then they have a little thing where you can connect it to your computer and you download the video. Okay, so as long as you're recording with your phone and you got your little spy glasses on, I mean, this is golden.
Yeah, that's
You know
I'm
what I mean?
totally in.
So,
Totally in.
but here's the thing: is that if you can't get it updated, I can't promote you. So,
Wait, that's not fair. Because
okay, listen.
okay, wait a second.
You can't. Okay, you can't get to 16, but if you can get to at least 12,
okay,
okay,
I'll try to see what they can do.
it's
But
a
if I
minimum
can't-
of 12.
Okay, but what if I?
No,
end
you
up-
can't. You can't suck them off. That
No,
doesn't
no,
count.
no. What if
That
I
doesn't
just?
count.
What if I accidentally let them talk me into buying something, and then I come back with something that's updated?
But is it the device that we sent you there with updated?
What if I trade in the old one? Then yeah,
No, because you're gonna be coming back with not a
because it
same
was
device.
there. It was there. What if I have the same case?
See, this is what happens with my children.
What if the?
Okay. And
What if
my
I?
children are
But it's
technically
there when
adults
I'm there,
now.
just like my golf clubs were
And
here
they're
when I was
just
there.
like
So
this.
see, it's exactly the same scenario as the golf clubs.
And
so
now
yes,
I'm understanding why you and I fight as much as I fight with my kids.
that's what you should.
Because you think just like my children.
I know. Which reminds me, I had a thought that I had to ask you that brought two things together, but really the one of them was about your kids because I needed to ask them a question about their school
Okay.
because they go to school in Vermont, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We also know that all colleges have a fight song, right? Of some variety or some
Fight-
sort of theme
fight-
song. Or,
fight theirs doesn't.
okay, but you never know. They might have something like
Yeah.
like BC has for Boston. It's a fucking stupid ass song. It
No,
goes
they-
like, for Boston,
theirs-
for Boston, my stupid.
I promise
stupid
you,
song.
theirs is the whatever song that they have for the stupid champ monster in the lake.
Okay.
That's all they got.
Okay. So that being said, I'm just wondering. I was wondering
Mm-hmm.
if their school song was written by Fish
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
because Fish is from Vermont.
Oh, are they really?
They are.
I hate fish.
I know. And then
Not like fish.
The
fish.
band, no.
Fishing.
no,
I
you're a
love
fisherman.
Fishing.
Yeah, I know. I saw your flies in the shed.
Yeah, but
Your flies were down. Ha!
I get my flies wet.
I know. Giggity. So the but and then that made me think of because I was listening to a Fish song today
Why? Why?
because I like Fish.
Why?
Because I like Fish.
Why?
Because they're good.
Okay, but you don't like Grateful Dead.
I do. I don't mind the Grateful Dead.
Oh, see, that's the problem that I have. Every time we talk about this, why would you even bring this up? You know we're going to fight about it right now live on air because this is ridiculous. You say this, and I quote, I listen to a Fish song. No, I like Fish. Well, why don't you like the Grateful Dead? I mean, you know, they're all right. That's not the same as saying what you said about Fish, and you know that's
Do
just
you want to
going
know
to piss me off.
Do you want to know the specific reason?
Why?
Jerry's guitar tone. I don't like it.
You didn't like his E minor?
I don't like his guitar tone. And that's why I don't like the Grateful Dead as much as everybody else does. I think he's a phenomenal player. I don't like his tone. And
I don't like your tone.
I know. And with
I don't like
know.
your tone.
And with Fish, you know, I know. And with Fish, I like their tone. It's simple as that. Like their guitar tone is nice. Occasionally, Jerry's guitar tone works nicely.
I think they're all right. They're kind of a
what I'm talking about.
kind
I
of
know.
a jammy band.
That's right. They are a jammy band, but we won't talk about that. But the but
Fucking hate Fish.
I know, but the downside. But so here's the thing: is like Jerry's guitar tone
can't believe I just said that.
is good for little pieces of things, but it should not have been his overriding.
He's sharp.
thing. It's very trebly.
He's just sharp.
It's
Everything's
very trebly.
sharp.
Everything is very trebly.
So
It's a
I
very
mean, but I
thin sound.
get it.
So that's why. It's not that and so that's why I
Fish
say
has got
that's
country
why I said
roots,
they're
man.
okay. You know, that's why I said they're okay because
He's
I
got
do
country
dig
roots.
a lot of their stuff, but it's not something I want to listen to all the time because Jerry's guitar tone annoys me.
Okay, fine.
So anyway, so you had asked me a question the other day about music for a show, and another one I thought of.
Yeah.
So then I started thinking of like
So angry.
high school related songs,
Mhm.
and so one was the Fish song I was listening to today was Chalk Dust Torture, which is about being in school, but it's a great intro to stuff. Like it's a great.
I
it's got
wouldn't
good parts.
know. I've
I
never heard
know.
it.
You have actually, because I've made you listen to it. So I have.
Like on the road trip?
Possibly.
If you force me to listen to a Fish song without my knowledge, I will be very upset.
No, I think you were aware, but I'm not sure. It was
I
on
wouldn't be aware because if it was Fish, I'd tell you to turn the shit off. I've done this to you before.
That's true. You have. So I don't remember exactly where or when it
You
was.
cannot
but
force feed me to listen to Fish.
It may have been during
Force
the
feed listen.
It might have been during the sit and spin era.
Oh,
So,
I definitely wasn't listening to that. I was just producing.
No, you weren't even doing that.
No, I wasn't even doing that.
You were not around.
No.
You would just leave for the hour and then come back.
Are you done?
Which is why it
dicking
was
around?
why it was the funniest thing when we had the immortal time of Phantom coming over for the very first time. And he sat there and watched me finish the episode of Sit and Spin. And he's like, "Do you really just say whatever comes to your mind?" And yes. With no thought beforehand?
Nope.
No.
No.
Okay.
You ready to do our show? Because,
Yeah.
Hey,
It just continues this way.
Stone's got a grilled cheese for you.
Yeah.
Just the way you like
just the
it.
way you wanted it. I got it fresh water. It's all there.
Oh, boy.
So,
Good memories.
yes, indeed.
Good
So,
memories.
yeah, and that's
So why'd
where,
you bring up Fish anyway? This is stupid. I hate this song.
because I was thinking about the song
Okay.
to the show, and I was
Our
just going
show?
to ask you how that went because I was going to do some more cross promotion about the show,
Oh, what show? What
coach's show
The coach's show?
that you're doing for high school football.
Oh, yeah. No, we're not going to promote that.
Okay, I didn't
Yeah.
know that was not going to be featured on on our.
Yeah,
on
we're
the
not going to
network here.
promote that. Not until we figure out that they're going to. No, we're not going to. No, it's going to
Okay.
be something different.
Sorry then.
Yeah, no. it's
Sorry,
okay.
I thought I was going to be able to bring that into something else that's going on the network.
Oh yeah, no, not that. That's not. We are doing some work. It actually aired yesterday on K High. So
I wasn't even going to mention that.
Yeah,
I wasn't
no.
going to give them anything.
No. That's totally fine because it may work out. What we're going to do is we may end up doing something with part of what we're doing with K High.
Right.
Bringing a video component to it, but it won't be through them. But we do need to make sure that they're cool with it because we'll be using some of the stuff that they're licensing.
Right.
So-
So I thought it was going to be like in partnership with kind of thing.
Probably not. Just based on the situation that I want to buy that radio station because it's currently for sale.
Right.
And I can't because I can't afford it. But
Nah.
they're not going to be able to sell right now, so they're not going to be spending money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
no, I'm with you.
So,
I
no.
just didn't know. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean
Yeah.
to
It's all
to
good,
get into
dude.
that.
No.
That was my idea with why I brought that whole thing up.
No, I got you.
And then I also
I
was
gotcha.
just curious because your kids are in school in Vermont and
Yeah.
Fish is from Vermont. If they
Okay.
had if their fight song was written by Fish,
Well, you can ask
and that
them.
would be pretty fucking cool if it was.
You can ask them, and you probably should know this by now.
That's
but-
why they have a.
But they won't know. Neither
know.
one of them will know, and you know that they won't know.
Neither of them will know who
Okay.
Fish is either.
Well, and that's probably the other problem because I've definitely kept them away from him.
I know.
But here's the thing, though, is that
Abused children.
even
Also raised them as 49er fans.
even my daughter, who's more connected to the music side of the world, right?
She's into the modern stuff. She's not into anything
Well,
old.
she wouldn't know what the fight song of her school is because she doesn't care.
They don't even have a football team, do they?
No. No, bro. I think. Wait, hold on,
They have
hold
a
on,
chess team.
hold on. Yeah. I think they have a chess team.
Word.
I think they have a couple. Well,
Are they
I know they have esports teams.
Are they the Caviar Negros?
I think
the Black Knights.
I think maybe they have a hockey team. Maybe.
They should.
Maybe.
They're in Vermont. They should.
But they don't have any like baseball, basketball,
Okay.
football.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. Do
yeah.
they have a band
No.
like a band, like a school band?
Probably. I didn't see any. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I'd say yes because they are a fine arts school. So yeah,
that
I'd
being
say
said,
that.
there
I'd
is
say
probably
that,
some
yeah.
sort of school song that band plays.
Yeah, probably. But again, I'm not saying that there isn't one. I
No, I'm just-
guarantee you
I'm
there's
just trying
one.
to. I'm just trying to
Yeah.
find my way in, and then from there, just
You can
curious
tell
as
them
to-
all of those things, and they're still gonna go. I don't know what the fucking.
And then I'm
is."
gonna say, did Trey write that song? And they're gonna go, Trey, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, Trey Anastasia, Fish.
See,
Yeah,
and
come
again,
on.
even
Fish
when
from
you
Vermont.
say that, I wouldn't know. I thought you were
John
thinking
Fishman,
of Trey Lance.
Paige McConnell.
I thought you were saying Trey Lance.
Oh, Trey Lance.
Yeah.
I hope he becomes the #1 quarterback in San Francisco.
That's funny, but it's not gonna happen.
I know.
Not
Somebody,
gonna happen.
my buddy told me the other day they got to start calling him Trade Lance. I'm like, oh, that was pretty good. No,
Oh.
he needs to be your #1.
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
I
The
was
pretty-
able to watch a
the
little bit of
pretty
those
Brock
highlights the
Purdy
other
will
night.
be fine. The pretty Brock Purdy will be just fine.
Even if he's not, you're okay with Sam Darnold because he looked fine.
fine.
Sam Darnold looked fine too.
Yeah, but his hands are too small. He's got smaller hands than I do, dude, and I've got tiny hands.
Kenny Pickett's got small hands
Okay.
too, and he did fine.
Kenny Pickett, okay, he did fine. I don't need fine. I need good.
You don't need more than fine in
No,
the San
I need
Francisco
good.
offense.
I know,
you
but I
don't
need-
more than fine in the San Francisco
I need
offense.
good.
You
He'll
don't.
even tell you I need good. I don't need fine. Fine is less than good. Okay?
Well, it's just fine.
No.
That's all you need.
You're fine. Okay, Dak's fine.
Dak's not.
Okay.
Dak's fucking.
Fine.
Dak's like a buffalo in the
He's
fields, dude.
fine.
Dak's a buffalo in the field, dude. He's
I
outstanding.
don't want to talk about sports.
Outstanding. You brought it up.
I'm surrounded by sports. I love sports. This is the one show we don't talk about sports.
Sorry.
Fuck your Cowboys too.
I was trying to talk about music.
Really, I know, but you talk about Fish. You know the one
Fish
about
is good music.
is you're gonna piss me off. You know
Okay.
what? I do
What
want to
about
talk about.
the-
Listen, no,
What
stop.
about the band School of Fish?
I'm doing it. School of what?
School of Fish.
No, screw them. I don't.
They
know
don't
them.
sell theirs with a PH.
don't-
Okay, then how about we talk about ice cream? You know
No,
what my
I'll-
favorite flavor of ice cream is?
No, what?
Fish food.
I
by Ben
want
and
to
Jerry's.
talk. I want to talk about
delicious.
football. I do want to talk about football.
No, we can't.
I want to be.
We're not allowed to. On
I
the
want
show.
to talk about being blindsided, dude. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, I always knew it was fucking there was shenanigans afoot
you-
with that shit.
Did you really?
I never saw the movie, but I heard enough about the story to go, yeah, that's fucked up. They
Okay.
did something to that kid.
So, for anybody who doesn't understand, so the story of the movie that was made, or
The Blind Side.
the story that was made into a movie, The Blind Side.
Yeah, for which Sandra Bullock won an Academy Award.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was a huge
And
deal.
she thanked her loving husband, Jesse James, and 2 days later found out he was cheating on her.
Through the entire movie. That's the funny part.
There it is.
So
he was off making an Academy Award, and he was getting his dick sucked by fucking.
Well, no. What's funny is that she
Michelle banging.
she was
guns or some shit.
blindsided.
She was.
That's
The irony is huge.
that I thought that was funny. Anyway, so
Even more ironic than an Alanis Morissette song,
Michael
which
Orr,
none of which are ironic. Just
Michael
bad luck.
Orr, the young man,
Yes, sir.
who was the player that went on to play for a few teams, but most predominantly the Baltimore Ravens.
That's right.
So the story goes, for all the people who don't know, and make it real quick and sweet. You know, they this white family, wealthy white family, adopted in a roundabout way a not so
Adopted.
well-to-do African American male from the area that was a football player, but just needed help. And they wrote a book. You know what I mean? Like the movie's done. There's this huge thing, tours, all this stuff. He goes on. He's playing in the NFL. You know, all this stuff is great. And it sounds like, and it's a Disney movie if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they.
You
and
know?
That being said, the movie
Yeah.
versus what was real life anyway, aside from the shady shit that we're finding out,
Yeah.
like wasn't accurate anyway.
Yeah.
So like
Correct.
the people, like you put it perfectly, like this kid needed some help, right? The movie, so the real Michael Orr in
Yeah.
the real life was struggling, had family struggles. He was growing up in the ghetto.
Yep.
All his friends, his brother, his sister, his cousins, maybe his mom, maybe his dad's, I don't know, whoever, but a bunch of people were going to jail, lots of drugs, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But he was an athlete. He
Yep.
was trying to do the right thing and stay away from all that shit. Like, he already had his mindset. He already had his goals. He had
I'm
all
doing
his shit.
this. I'm not doing
this.
that shit.
I'm staying away from that.
Yeah.
I'm going to break out of this.
Yep.
I realize I'm a big man. I'm talented. I love football. I'm going to pursue that. The movie made it sound like he was fucking living on the street and they picked him up and were like, dude, you're big. You should play football.
Correct. Yeah.
And that was not the case. Like,
No.
he was already like a multi-sport player
Yeah.
in his school, and then they moved him into a prestigious high school.
And he was doing well academically, but could have been doing better. And one of the biggest reasons why is because of the environment that he was in. And it was tough for him
Exactly.
to do all of those things.
It's hard to do your schoolwork when you're dodging gunfire.
Yeah. And so, and I believe it was through a community organization in which the two of them met.
Right, they cross paths.
Right.
somehow,
That's
so.
how that worked out. And so, what again? The way that it's written, they pitch to him. Well, why don't we adopt you?
Mhm.
Okay, and
Bring you in as a member of the family and
give you everything that we would give our own children,
Yep.
and do that. And in the situation that he was in, it was obviously not an easy decision, but it was a decision that he knew would benefit him in the long run. The problem was when they sat him down to, sign the adoption paperwork, there was no adoption
it wasn't adoption paperwork.
taking place.
Nope, it was a conservatorship.
Just like they did with, just like Britney Spears' dad did with
Yep.
her.
Yep,
And essentially saying, we're going to
make all of the decisions.
make every decision from this point forward,
He has no rights.
and you have no right to
Anything.
voice anything
Anything.
about it.
He has no rights. He's not a right bearing
And-
individual at that point.
And first of all, he was the thing was he was under the impression for years too. That was the other thing
Oh yeah,
that I read.
He just found out.
He had started to begin to suspect.
Yeah, but like he got
things
he got the proof in like February.
Yeah, but like 10 or 5 or 10 years ago, something like that, he began to suspect because of I believe it was one of the siblings, began to speak on the matter, and even began to speak publicly on the matter.
Right.
And he would slip up and say certain things, and Michael understood what was being said because he was part
Right.
of the family.
Right.
So
he was around.
it was making more sense to him, but he did not find out until, like you said, just recently. He thought he was adopted by this family.
Yep.
He thought this entire time
Yep.
he was adopted by this family. He thought these people did exactly what they said they were going to do.
Yeah.
Was
Make you a member of the family, treat
Yes.
you evenly, and you're just one of us.
and give you every opportunity that we can possibly give
Yep.
to you because of our situation.
yeah, we have the means to do it. Let's do it. Let's take care of you as well. And we think you're a good kid. You're going to do well in life. Let's do that.
Holy fuck.
So he got to the NFL. He made his money.
Yeah.
They made the movie. They wrote all these books, and everything is all about him.
Yep.
And he got $0.
It's got nothing.
And they gave him, and everything that has been given in his name.
Yes.
They have taken and then divvied it up amongst the four of them, the two natural born kids
Yep.
and the two parents.
Yep.
And they've just done all this shit on their own. And he's just like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm the one fucking at training camp right now. Like, can I get a paycheck? And they're like,
Yep.
our money.
Yeah, exactly.
And so
Are you fucking kidding me?
that's what's been
I've
going on.
lost
with
it. I saw this. It went from like I had a nice little list going on here, and then it went to the top of the list because
it's fucked up.
I absolutely lost my shit. Excuse me. First of all, being somebody who is considered adopted, I consider myself adopted. Technically, was never technically adopted.
But,
But I wasn't a ward of the state either. So it's that in between.
Gee, Ward, you're a little hard on the beaver last night. Don't you think?
Exactly right.
Anyway.
So, but when I hear this, my heart just goes out because the idea that the money and all that stuff, I can believe that. None of that shocks me, especially in the day and age that we live in now.
No shit.
None of that shocks me. The part that shocks me is that these people are now, in their 60s, 50s, and 60s, right? And they can look the dude in the eye and say, yeah, we adopted you when you never, ever,
No, that's just cold. man.
ever
Just cold.
adopted this young man.
Just cold.
Okay.
And then just leave him in the cold.
And just leave him. Sorry. Wait, I thought you adopted him. So you don't invite him to Thanksgiving and a Christmas and all that stuff still? Like, how are they getting away?
Well, no, they were.
With all
they were
this.
doing all that stuff and living the lie. You know.
Living the lie.
Yep.
And looking him directly, dude. I mean, it makes me. It pisses me off to absolutely
yeah, man.
no fucking end.
Yeah. No,
You know
I'm
what I
totally
mean?
with you. It's an awful, awful story about people being fucking awful people.
Well, and it's I was reading some things online and stuff, and there's a lot of racist undertones to this. A lot of
You think?
people are saying a lot of stuff, and
I mean, I was gonna go there too. It's fucking white privilege.
there is
slavery.
not one part of me that
That is
doesn't
somebody
believe
that bought a
Yeah.
slave is what they tried to do.
There's not one
That
part
is what
of me
those
that
fuckers did. Is
there's-
straight up is what it was. I
there's
was
not
just.
one part of me that doesn't believe it.
I didn't think that we should get into the whole slavery and the modern era conversation tonight, but if you want to, then
Well,
yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Well, no, and it's not that I want to. You said it. It's exactly the way I saw it.
Yeah, that's
You
exactly
know?
what it was.
And I got disgusted over it. You know what I mean? Like, and how it went on for as long as it went on,
Yep.
and how it seems like it's not even that big of a deal. Like,
To the rest of the world.
to the
like,
rest of
I know.
anything. Well, and
and
I realize everything that's going on. I'm not trying to stack things and say, one thing's more important than another and blah, blah, blah. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm just saying it doesn't seem like anywhere, that it's that big of a deal. Like it's impacting anybody it's really impacted me.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, unfortunately, in the grand scheme, it hasn't. It's one family and one dude.
I know.
The interesting thing to me is that the actors from the movie are getting fucking chastised for it, and it's like they didn't fucking know. Like,
Well, yeah, I was going to say,
like-
unless
like
they played a part,
people have been yelling at Sandra
physically
Bullock.
played a part.
Yeah, people have been yelling at Sandra Bullock for playing the part of the mother. It's like, oh,
She had no idea,
like
guys.
you
Come
should
on,
give
back
your.
off.
Somebody was like,
Yeah.
you should give your Oscar back. It's like, what? Why?
No. The person that wrote
It's insane.
the person that wrote the book maybe he's got some issues. All right, but the person that wrote the movie from the book, that's that's third generation there. You're good to go.
Yeah, and
Okay.
they were in
And
acting.
then now they're acting in the movie, and you're
Yeah.
trying to bust balls.
Didn't even know these people.
No.
So yeah.
No,
acting. So-
there are certain situations in which you can call out an actor or an actress or but this is not one of them. You know
Michael
what I mean?
Richards comes to mind.
This is
You can call him out. You can call him out.
he's a pretty easy one to call out.
I'm just saying.
No,
So you can call him out.
Here's a pretty
So,
easy one to call. I just I couldn't stop thinking about it. I'm actually I'm interested in this story enough that I want to start to do more research into it, because part of me believes that if this is as bad as it sounds,
Mhm.
which it sounds fucking awful, and these people are as bad as they have been and are leaving him high and dry
right.
and empty pocketed, that a team like Baltimore, somebody like that, it would not only benefit them but benefit him as well to jump in and do something.
Well, it's
Jump
possible.
in and help.
It's
You know
possible.
you know what I'm getting
Yeah.
at? So what I'm almost looking for that now. Like, when and where is that gonna happen for this guy? Because fuck if this guy hasn't been through enough.
Yeah,
All
seriously.
right? Fuck if this kid hasn't been through enough. Thinking that a family loved him and wanted him to
Yeah.
be their
20
son.
Years, and 20 years later.
Okay, and then 20 years later, find out that no, they just wanted you for
Yeah,
a meal ticket.
yeah. They knew that they
You
were going
know?
to make a lot of money off you.
I
And this is
mean,
gonna be a great
are you
story.
fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it's awful.
You know, so that's what I'm hoping to see come out of all of this. I just, it again, like I said, I wasn't shocked. I was just disgusted.
Yes,
You know what I mean? And I guess that's sad in and of itself,
agreed.
is that I wasn't shocked.
No,
You know what I mean?
yeah, it's
But
very
but
sad that that's the world we're in.
Fuck, man.
So, for something upbeat now, I hope.
Yeah, go ahead. You can
I
give
got
it to me.
nothing. I'm hoping you got
Well,
a video or something to show me that you wanted to show me, or is this some sad show that
Oh no!
here's
oh,
a bunch
fuck
of
you.
here's a bunch of puppies getting fucking slaughtered or
Fuck
something?
you! I
you
won't
know?
do it. I can show you that video. if you
No, I
wanna see.
don't. I
Okay.
have been watching. I did get stuck into a bunch of high-speed vehicle collisions into solid substances surfaces yesterday.
Like on purpose or
It showed up on the one of the YouTube
no.
shorts.
Were
and
the
then
crashes on purpose?
yeah,
Okay, like test crashes.
yeah,
Oh.
at various speeds,
Oh.
and what happens to vehicles
Sometimes
at
that-
various speeds.
Sometimes that could be funny.
It was
Sometimes
really
that could be
interesting
funny.
what happens to a vehicle at 40 miles an hour versus 140 miles an hour.
Sometimes that can be
So,
funny. So,
Oh yeah,
no. What I actually I wanted to bring up was
the video I sent you last night, which is fucking hilarious.
no, I'm not gonna watch that stupid video of whatever the hell that was.
It was a sports video. It was a golf video.
A golf video, whatever. It's ridiculous. No. I wanted to bring up and ask you, what you know about what they've been seeing in space recently. Do you know what they've been seeing in space recently?
I don't really, to be honest with you. I
You-
don't know what's been going on in space lately. I know that we had the whistleblower come out a couple weeks ago.
We can talk about that.
we
too,
didn't talk
for
about
sure.
that, and he talked about all the things that we've already dealt with in space and things
Yeah.
like that. But I don't
swear
know
I
about
said this.
anything new other than the Perseid meteor
Yeah.
shower just rolling through a couple more weeks.
Couple more weeks.
And that's about that. But we missed the peak already. We're already at the tail end of the dust. So
Oh, there it is. Sweet, I found it.
so that's what I got for you. On
That's
that.
what you got for me on that.
Yep.
All right. Well, as soon as I get this thing to open,
We got aliens.
No, it's not the fact that we got aliens.
Is it the Black Knight satellite?
It's not the Black Knight satellite because that's lame. Okay, we've
No,
already
it's been
we-
there 13,000 years.
Yeah, we've already talked about the Black Knight satellite.
We haven't.
We haven't.
Uh-uh.
Not on here.
Not on here.
Are you
no.
sure?
Yeah.
You positive?
You and I have talked about it, but we haven't talked about it on
You
here.
sure?
I'm fairly certain.
You positive?
Fairly positive.
Fairly positive?
Fairly positive.
Like for real?
For real.
For reals?
For real.
For reals? Okay. 959. Remember that, okay? 959.
959.
All right, cool. So I'll make that go away now. Boop.
Once bitten, twice shy.
So
babe.
now I'm gonna do this.
959.
So, no, there's-
5 and 95.
There's been some shit out in
And 9.
in outer space that people have seen, right? And that's not it.
Have they ever seen a dollar bill up close, man?
No, that
Some trippy shit going on in there.
actually that
And it's green too.
God, you can't stop yourself, can you? The
Stop, won't stop.
the big ass telescope. What's the big ass telescope?
Well, we've got many of them, but are we talking James Webb right now with that found the
The question mark.
The question
dude.
mark.
Yes, that's what I'm talking.
Oh, is that what
about.
we're talking about? I
Talk-
love the question mark,
Talking
bro.
about the question mark,
Oh, yeah.
man. Trying to find it because I just.
There's a
what'd I
quiz
say?
show going on
I
out
say
there.
959. That's what I said.
959.
Is that what I said?
Going on to 959.
Okay, thank you. But it didn't go there. Why didn't it go there? Come on, stop screwing with me.
Stop in the name of 959.
Yeah, 959. That's what I'm. There it is,
Yeah,
right there.
959. The
There it
question
is.
mark. Yeah, that's
Yes.
just dope.
All right. As soon as my computer will catch up to
It's
me.
a merging of galaxies, probably, but it's
So
still
that's
dope.
what you've heard. That's what you've seen.
That's what I
right.
thought it was when I first looked at it as well. Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
That's just dope, son.
So you think that right there is
Uh-huh.
a merging of galaxies?
Well, that, and I think that there's some sort of Morse code going on here, and there's a quiz show happening,
okay.
and it's like a Final Jeopardy question.
You think it's a Final Jeopardy question?
So, like, at the end, it's like, place your bid and what is the number, and that's what those, like, double stars are up top. That's like a Morse code thing, maybe. But, yeah, I think that's multiple galaxies merging.
Okay.
what I
Multiple
think is
guys. And why do you think that? Just Because
or
is
there
it-
might be a black
no,
hole around
no,
there.
hold on. Listen, I'm being serious.
I am too.
Why do you think
Or
that?
that might be because of
Be-
strong amounts of because strong gravity pulls on galaxies when they merge.
How do you know?
Just from what I've watched in the past.
Okay. All right.
Um,
So what you watched in the back? Because so this right here, this is a galaxy. For people that don't totally
the question
understand,
mark- or
okay?
which one? The one on the left there?
Oh, you can't see my That's right, because I took the mouse away. Yeah, the circular oval shape on the left.
Far left. That's
Okay.
a galaxy.
That's
Yep.
a galaxy.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Now, if you look in the lower far right
It's
corner,
also a galaxy.
that's also a galaxy, but that galaxy happens to be a little bit further away
Yes. Now,
than the galaxy that
all
that
the
you
other
see on
dots
the
that
left.
you see are also galaxies.
I was just gonna say, and all the other dots that you see are shaped somewhat like the thing that you see on the left.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's what we know a galaxy to look like. So when I am hearing that you and other people, because of what I was alluding to is that it sounds like you've heard other people as well say, I think it's two galaxies that have collided together.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to figure out why you guys think that, because you take two of those things together, even if you put them on their sides, tilt them, you know what I mean, orientate them in such ways.
Have you not seen any of the videos of that happening?
No, I have not seen any of
Okay.
the videos of
Okay,
that
so
happening
there's a
where
lot
it looks like a question mark in any way, shape, or form.
Fair enough.
It stays one piece. Okay? That's the whole point that I was getting at is everything that I've ever seen, okay, when two of the galaxies collide, I never seen one giant circle that's hanging out underneath where you get the question mark and then you get the dot at the bottom.
right.
I have no problem with the rest of it. I'm
Okay.
saying having that underneath there, I don't actually think that that's maybe even part of it. I think that might be another galaxy that's farther back, that's in the same shot, and we're seeing something that is not necessarily two galaxies colliding.
That's a distinct possibility.
You know
as
what I
well.
mean?
That's a distinct possibility as well. Now, I have a couple other options for you on that.
Okay.
Now, if those are in fact still related,
Yeah.
it does kind of look like it in the picture that they seem that there's a light band of something between the point and the question mark.
Yeah.
That also leads to the stretching and the pulling apart of things.
Okay.
With that being said, also, the other thing that does that with a high amount of gravity is what we started with, was with the black holes.
hole.
So there very well might be a black hole up in the corner part of the question mark.
Quarter part
you know,
of the question mark that's
that's
pulling
starting to pull
through.
everything together, and
Yeah.
that's the ass end of the galaxy is the bottom dot, but it's pulled off some of the stuff from there at this time that we're seeing it, has pulled some of the stuff off, and it's not all pulled together yet.
Okay.
It's another thing
All
that
right.
I think it may be.
All right. Well,
But you should watch some of the videos of the merging of galaxies because it's very interesting. They do make some crazy looking shit because of all of the gravitational pull of all the individual stars and their planets and the various masses and things like that. All
I'm
pull
not
on
saying
each other.
I'm not saying I've never seen them because I have. I have seen them. What I was saying to
You haven't seen one that's made a question mark.
I've never seen one break up in such a way in which it leaves a perfect circle
at the bottom.
dangling somewhere at the bottom of it by itself.
Right.
When they do in some of the miraculous ways in which they break apart, it's a from point A to point B. You can trace it back.
Right.
You can see how it breaks apart and spreads into a cone shape and it curls throughout the galaxy. You can see that
Okay.
stuff.
I'll give you one more.
This I don't think I could necessarily see.
I'll give you one more.
Yeah.
Maybe the space in between the question part and the dot
Yeah.
is the black hole.
Now that's a good point.
And
Now
then it's pulling everything from both sides.
That's quite a good point. That's
So
also
that's a thought where it's pulling things from both sides.
Yeah.
And it happens to be pulled more of that shit from the bottom than it did from the top. You know what I mean?
It's quite, like I said, it's quite interesting. The theory that you started with is the one that I was able to see immediately when I was watching and reading other people's stuff.
Right.
Right. And then, there was some diagrams that were like, yeah, okay, so you got this circle here and this is coming down. It's because the two are separating at this part, and it's almost like a tail, and like I'm like, okay, all of that makes sense. And then I just kept looking at this thing, and I'm like, what if it's literally another solar system, okay, that just happens to be in
That's a distinct possibility
in that
as well.
spot?
I mean, and
because-
that's why our constellations look the way they are, because they're not next to each other.
exactly.
But they're not. But you know what I mean? Like Orion's belt is not those three stars lined up. It's just where we're sitting. There's one over here. There's one way the fuck back there. And there's one over there. That's way the fuck over
So that
there.
brings me to my point of the whole perception. Thank you. And how and where you see certain things can really play a role in this.
Absolutely.
To say that, oh my God, this is the most unique thing. We have found a Q, a question mark
Yeah.
in the solar system. Oh my God, how weird is
Or-
this?
yeah,
It's weird. I'm
It
not
is.
saying it's not weird, but if we had the capabilities of sending lots of cameras out into the solar system in all different directions, taking pictures all the time from whatever different angles,
Right.
guarantee you're going to get another one.
Yeah, and that's
Because-
what kind of what's happening. And then the other aspect of that is that they will look at that in various wavelengths of light.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one that looks great on a picture.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that we're seeing the whole thing.
Oh, absolutely not.
Because there's probably a giant cloud of something else all around it that we can't see in that particular light wavelength.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That
Yep.
doesn't look cool like that.
It just happens
So-
to be this light spectrum that we can see.
Exactly. So
or,
it's like
or we can make out the
the
shape.
yes.
You know,
so
it's not
like
the fact that we can or cannot see it. It's just that we can't
yeah.
make out our shapes.
right. So I mean, it
You
depends
know.
on the filter that they're running it through and all that shit. So I mean,
I just think so. You saw this, and this created a lot of stir.
It did.
A lot of like,
because it's neat.
it's cool looking.
It is.
Absolutely. It got me. Like I said, it got me thinking about the whole. No, I get it. I mean, yeah, absolutely. We still have no evidence of black holes. We're still trying to find evidence of black holes.
I think we need to back up a little further and see where the rest of the question is.
Well, I think I think the place where we're going to find more evidence of black holes is going to be here on Earth, as opposed to out there in space, because we can't do anything about that. We can't explore it.
I don't think we really want to.
Anymore.
Though. That's the thing.
Well, my point is we can't explore it any more than the photograph that we've taken.
I mean, your wife complains a lot that you won't explain her black hole or explore her black hole. So you know.
Yeah, but there's rules one must have when exploring caves.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
You know, not everybody's down to explore black holes. So
I am
you
not
know,
a black hole kind
It
of
is
guy.
a dangerous situation sometimes.
It's extremely dangerous, and I've never come out the same.
I can definitely understand. why.
Okay, so no, let's stay away from that at all costs. Looking right at you,
That's what I
Slim.
hear.
Looking right
That's
at
what
you,
I hear.
Slim.
That's your rule.
Oh my God! All right, so questions on the universe. I don't have a lot. Like I said, I don't think this is anything
No, I think it's
abnormal. I
Neat, though.
just think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's neat.
But I don't think it signals, because there's a lot of people out there. This has signaled a lot to a lot of people.
Now, if it said like who killed Jr. and then had the question mark on there, then I would think that was something.
Or if it said the Who, I mean, great marketing, right?
Absolutely,
Okay,
absolutely.
get their album sales back up. You know
And
what
then I mean, you got a natural with Keith Moon. I mean, come on now, their drummer.
Come on.
May he
So
rest in peace
I'm just saying,
out there in the universe.
they could have done something with this.
I still think they should.
Who's to say they haven't?
That's true.
Okay,
That's more of a Gene Simmons type thing, though.
Actually, you know what? This is more of an essay kind of thing. This may not even be real.
That's definitely Gene Simmons.
Let's just keep it real.
Yeah, no, it's a
Okay.
Kiss thing.
You know we're gonna get shut
The Kiss
down.
Army did it.
All right. I don't. It's gone.
Whoa,
Yeah, I can do that kind of
that
stuff.
was awesome.
I can do that stuff. I don't want to watch this video. I don't want to watch this video. Can I tell you the one story though before we watch the video?
Yeah,
Can
please.
I tell you this one? Did you hear about the story where I got yelled at by the umpire during a game?
No.
Happened
No.
just a few weeks ago.
Last strike guy? Is that when he yelled at you?
No, but it's even better than that. So we do it's the dog batter. Okay.
Yeah, the dueling dog
The
batter.
Lincoln Potters
Dueling dog batter.
The dueling dog batter. Somebody's picked from the other team, and if they strike out, it's $1 off your brewski, right? For that half inning.
Yep.
Okay. Now, we were playing a game, and Willie was doing his thing, and we're halfway through the game. It's like the 5th or 6th inning. Okay. Dueling dog batter comes out. Willie starts playing his sounds, and the umpire turns around, looks right at us, and goes, and Willie's like,
Yes.
because
More dogs.
it's what we do. It's okay. It's not during his at bat. It's in between pitches and on his walk up and so on.
Yeah.
So, excuse me.
That was perfectly timed while I was taking a drink and couldn't cover anything.
Couldn't
So,
cover anything.
Beautiful.
So
That's how we do things here. Synced up.
so he does that whole, and I'm just like, and Willie's like, what the fuck? So Willie stops playing it, right?
Oh.
And so we're sitting up in the booth, and I was like, somebody grab me my megaphone.
Oh, boy.
And I have a megaphone. It's somewhere around here. It's probably back behind you now. But somebody gave it to me. It's my last. It's actually behind your head. People can see it when you tilt to the left or to the right. So there it is. The Potter Up Last Strike guy megaphone. So I said, "Give me that damn thing." And I leaned out the window and I started barking. And the guy starts shaking his head. He's listening to everything that's happening coming from the stands. And he has been the whole game. So this isn't new. But at this point, I'm playing a role. I don't
right.
care. Okay. So the at-bat goes on, and I just keep doing it, and I get louder and louder. I get louder, and he turns around and he goes, "Knock it off!" And I'm sitting there and go, well, I'm a fan, but I'm in the press box.
Right.
So, I mean, I got to be not a fan. I'm not supposed to be a fan in the press box.
Right.
But at this point, this guy he's listening to anything and everything that's coming out of the booth or out of the stands. Somebody's yelled at him 2 or 3 times so far that his zone is bad, and he has literally yelled back at them to
Nice.
shut up.
Nice. I like this ump.
We're talking about a college level baseball game,
I
man.
love this ump.
And he
Ain't
can't
having it.
he can't not listen to everything that's happening. So I had to bark at him through my, and I got yelled at by the umpire during a game.
That's awesome.
To shut up.
That's awesome. Did you keep barking?
I did, actually. I did. But I had to wait till the next batter came. Because, I mean, we only do it for the dog batter.
Right.
Right? So it stopped. There was no barking
There
for
was
a
no more
while.
barking. Yeah.
Until the guy came back up again. And then I grabbed my...
Ready.
I thought it was the best 2 things that happened to me all
Fire.
summer at the Potters. I'm telling you right now. It was getting yelled at by the umpire to shut up. And then prior to that, like 3 weeks prior to that, where it's a packed night. I think it's a fireworks night. It may not have been, but I think it was. We're packed to the brim, 1,600 people there, people in lawn chairs.
Nice.
Everything's going on. And I'm not doing anything except walking around the park and having a beer and chatting with my friends. And I see there's a commotion up at the front ticket gate.
Uh-oh.
And so I run up to the front ticket gate because we don't really have security. We have
Skirtaw.
a couple of guys. We have one guy specifically, and we have, a couple of other kids who will help out, right? But we don't have security.
The ticketing people that no, they are not.
And
they are not ready for that task.
No, the ticketing people are all interns, and no. So at any rate, so I hear the commotion going on.
Soft target.
So I'm exactly. So I go up there, and it's a group of, I'm gonna say, 13 to 15.
Ah, beautiful.
Okay. Yeah,
Acting a fool?
You know
no.
this. Oh yeah.
Not acting a fool.
Oh yeah.
No, that age group doesn't act a fool at
to
all.
the point where now they're you shut the fuck up, man. You won't fucking do nothing, Well, I'm not good with that stuff. You know what I mean?
No.
Like I don't do well with that stuff.
Right.
Like don't don't. So I walked them down. There's a group of like 6 kids. Okay. I walked them down to where my car was parked down on the street. And I start to take off my sunglasses and my hat and my Potter shirt. And I'm like, come on, let's go, kids. I have zero intention on throwing down with 6 13 to 15-year-old kids. But I can't help myself at this point because they are violently throwing stuff at me. Not physically, but every verbal toss that they could get out, okay?
Right.
And to the point where I had to write it down. They said, and I quote, "I'm going to fucking kill you."
Wow.
Okay, so I had to walk them down to the street. And I told them as we walked, I said, "I just have to get you off of this property. I work here. I don't want to get in trouble with them too." So, so I walked them down to the street and literally took off my shirt, my hat, my glasses, everything, put them all in my car, okay, and just fucking bring it, fuckers. Nothing happened.
I'm
Okay,
gathering that,
obviously
yeah.
we didn't. I didn't kill anybody. But it was the two best things that happened to me this summer.
So you go, boo, and they ran away?
Oh no! It took a while, man. It was a good 15-minute standoff with these kids. Just again, all they wanted to do was cuss. You know what I mean? They just wanted to cuss at me and stuff. You know, and I kept saying, "Where are your fucking parents?" You know what I mean? And during this whole time, there was this toothless wonder of a woman and her husband sitting across the way watching, right, in the park. And after I get him to the street, she kind of pops her head out and starts looking at me. And I'm not in the mood. So while I'm dealing with them, I kind of pop over my head to her. The fuck are you looking?
You want some of this too?
It's exactly what I said. Her husband's sitting right there, dude, and he's just like, no, no. Oh my god!
Oh, you're excellent.
Best 2 things of the summer. So anyway,
That's an excellent way to spend your summer.
all right. Listen, Dr. Toy, how do you want to set this up? Because I've been trying to avoid this most.
Oh,
of
is
the
this what I think it is?
time. I've been trying to avoid this.
Oh, I don't want to get into this
I've been
now.
trying to avoid this.
No, I don't want to get into this now.
Well, what do you mean? You know what this is.
No, I know what it is. No.
You know exactly what this is, dude.
No.
What do you mean, no? You sent it to me.
I know, but I'd much rather the other one that I sent you.
What was the other one that you sent me?
The YouTube one is much better. Oh, man.
You don't think for seriously that I would pull up the other thing that you sent me last night as opposed to this thing that you sent me?
I know. I just forgot about
Did
this.
you honestly forget?
It's not like it's something I want to think about an awful lot.
All right, well, guess what?
There they are.
How do you want to set this up, Dr. Toy?
So,
Because there's a lot to unpack here. like a lot to unpack.
So we got called out for foot pain.
Yes.
That was what the call was for foot pain.
Uh-huh.
And we went out to a location
Perfect music.
way out in the middle of nowhere. In fact, I looked at my partner and said, this is exactly what the old place that I worked at most recently was like.
Like where you would run calls to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way out in
BFE.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Get out
Where was
there.
the closest dwelling? And I'm just going to use that word. Where was the closest dwelling to where you picked this woman at?
Okay, well, there was like another dwelling like across the street-ish,
Uh-huh.
but I mean, it was farmland. Is what it was. So it was
So
like,
between those two, there
there
was several hundred acres.
oh yes, long ways before we saw. I mean, the way we put it this way, the roads weren't paved; they were gravel roads that were had signs up to not to use during the wintertime
Oh,
because
excellent.
they flush out.
Excellent.
so that's-
Excellent.
That's where we ended up, and single wide trailer
I truly don't care that I'm blurring
with a
out
lot
every
of
time I turn around,
a
but
lot of stuff out there, junk and the like, old rusted farm equipment, trash, garbage, you name it. We got there, and I could not see exactly where this this woman was, but I could tell where she was because I could see the flies all around. Thousands of them around the entrance to the trailer.
So around her trailer, there was flies.
Yes, and I
Okay.
saw, and then the fire guy said, "Hey, do you have? We're gonna need a yellow blanket and probably a mover. So we have these things that we put behind people and we pick them up and move them. So
Okay.
cool. And he goes, "Yeah, man, there's maggots," and I was like, "Awesome." And I'm like, "Is that her over there?" And I still hadn't seen where she was because there was like this big stack of shit that I couldn't see over.
Yeah.
And as I'm still standing,
We're talking
at the
like
back
a
of the
single
ambulance.
wide, double wide trailer. Is that
Single
what
wide
I'm
trailer,
okay.
like mobile home.
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
not like one that like it had wheels, like
Yes.
a Winnebago kind of like trailer,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
And as I said that, he goes, "Yeah," and you could see like thousands of flies, like just
Thousands of flies.
just swarming around this door, right? And he goes, "Yeah, she's sitting on the steps." And I was like, "Okay." And just as he said that, I looked over, and one of the fire guys comes out, and he's got two little kittens with him, and he sets them down and tries to shoo them, out. And I was like, "Oh, great, we got cats too." And he goes, "Oh yeah, there's a couple dogs in there too." We're like, "Oh, great,"
Oh wow.
So I walk around and I see this 92-year-old lady
Yeah.
and she's hanging on to this comforter that is just covered in shit and piss and just reeking, just flies fucking everywhere. And she's sitting there and she's yelling at everybody.
Yeah.
"Fuck you, leave me alone, get me away,"
Yeah.
all that, just awful, right? And it was like, "Well, no, hon, we gotta.
You need some help.
Yeah. So somebody came out there to check on her, and she has had these wounds on her feet and on her ass because she doesn't get up and move.
Okay.
So she's got these decubitus ulcers, is what they're called. They're just pressure sores, right? The skin rots away, and then they're just open wounds.
Gotcha.
So she's had them, and she's got probably fucking 15 cats running around in here and a couple of chihuahuas in there.
Okay.
Doesn't use the facilities. Like there was a bucket that had like regular trash and a couple of fucking human turds in it. And it
No
was just,
shit.
Like it was just disgusting. And,
Oh wow.
and she's covered in it.
Yeah.
And her nails are like that long and all just filthy, just
Yeah.
shit on and like all brown, like everything about her. And she's just hunched over, just yelling at everybody. And I was like, "All right, well, we gotta move her first." So
Yeah.
I'm like, "All right, well, we got the mover thing." And fortunately, I was like, that was the other thing I asked him when I was like, "And is she big too?" And he goes, No, she's super tiny.
Okay.
Because I was like, this is going to be the perfect storm. It's going to be like a 400-pound person.
Yeah. Right.
And so she was maybe 90 pounds.
Okay.
Like just emaciated.
Yeah.
So, so they were like, "All right, yeah, let's get her." And so me and this one dude were like, "All right, let's get her." And then so he told like his fire guy to go in there, and the dude's like,
Really?
I was like, "All right," and I was just like, "Fuck, all right, I got it." And I went in the trailer,
Yeah.
and I start looking around, and I'm like, "All right," and I looked at him, and I'm like, "All right, I'll pick her up. You throw that underneath, and then so I got underneath her, and I picked her up, and she starts trying to hit me when I go
Oh,
in
no
there, And I'm
shit.
like, No.
Yeah.
And as I got her wrist to pick her up, she starts trying to bite me. And I'm like, no biting. That's not nice.
No
That's not nice. So
shit.
you got the thing underneath, and she's like, "Leave me alone. I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay here. It's my house." And it's like, "No, honey, you need to get taken care of."
No.
So
Oh,
we
my
go.
God.
So then we pick her up on the thing, and my partner had the gurney ready, and we carry her out, and we set her down, and we start
Yeah.
wrapping her up to keep everything kind of covered,
Yes.
because now we're going to put her in this box of the ambulance, right? And I was like, "All right, let me see," and I looked at the feet, and dude, they were just moving.
Yeah.
Just moving, and they were just maggots all over the place. And then we rolled her over, and she had them right on both of the bottoms of her ass cheeks.
Yeah.
And there was fucking maggots all there. Her legs were all blistered on the inside. I don't know what from, but it
Yeah.
was probably urine. So I just saw him kind of crawling out the backside of her leg, and I didn't want to go any further than that. So I just wrapped her up. All right, cool, and
Yeah.
took her to the hospital, and she fought me the whole way and yelled at me the whole time. And
No shit.
so we got to the hospital. We go inside. And,
This was a welfare check.
Uh-huh.
So had you guys not gone out there,
She would have rotted at some point. So
I mean,
that's
she
the other
was
thing. So
she was on her way.
yeah. So then the other thing is the captain told me when we were putting her in, because I was gonna, I'm getting everybody in and then getting shit organized, and he's like, the cats were eating her feet, and I was like, oh no shit. So the 2 cats that he pulled out were nibbling on her feet
No shit.
when they went in.
That's why he came
that's why
walking
he came
out with
the cats.
2
'cause
cats.
They were eating on her feet. And I was like, it's fucking gross. So I had to just grab a quick video just so that, because this isn't something you see every day, but it's something that I have seen a few times, and it's awful.
No.
But it's super gross, and that's why I took a video and sent it to you, because you had to appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you can get the whole video, because right at the end is where you can actually see all of them on there. But you can see what kind of condition her feet are in.
Yeah.
And they're all swollen, and as you can see, eating away. And you can see them crawling around right there. You can see the movement under the big toe. And then I kind of moved it a little bit so you can see. And then,
Whoops.
and at that point, no, that was me with the movement, because
No,
when I
but
did that.
there's a spot
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's all maggots coming out of the foot. And then they're all under the other foot, too. And then, like I said, you can see like where the feet, there's holes in them and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
no,
all from-
I mean, you can see where, I mean, it's been happening.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't something that just started. This has been going on for a while now. And this is the part that I turned off, but
No, don't. No,
you can't hear it?
No, I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I touched it, and you heard it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Yeah, nobody needs to hear that.
Okay, because that's the part where I went, no fudging way.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's not anybody. Nobody needs to hear that part.
Oh my god, dude.
But yeah, that was how I started my morning the other day.
What'd you have for breakfast?
Nothing.
Did you eat lunch after that?
I think I had some cashews, lots of Mountain Dews.
Oh my lord! I
Yeah.
mean, did you ever stop thinking about it?
It was definitely on my mind.
How could it not be?
Yeah, I tried to push it off, but it definitely came up.
How could it not
Came up
be?
a few times.
How could it not be?
Yeah.
I mean, oh my god! And that's how you started your day.
Yeah, that was at like 7:30 in the morning.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Any update at all? Like, do you have any idea?
So
like-
all I know is so then we got her to the hospital, right?
Yeah.
And she's yelling and screaming, and they all looked at me and they're like, "Yeah, we know her." And I
Oh,
was
really?
Like, I was like, "Really?" And they're like, "Dude, she's mean." And I was like, "Oh, I know. I experienced that." And they're like, "Yeah, she's just mean to the core. Like, she's burned all of her bridges. Her family hates her. She has no friends. That's why she's out where she's at, because
Really?
she just got like forced out of the world because she's just so mean."
Really?
And I was like, wow, that's really sad, getting
Yeah.
that condition, and no wonder, and she's
Yeah.
just like, yeah, it's awful, and so we had to go outside and obviously clean up the rig, even though we did a really good job of like containing everything. We
Yeah.
Still got to decontaminate just about everything,
Dude, and if in like a week from now there's a fly in your rig, dude, like
No, I know where it came from. So, no, at the end of the night, we took a hose to it and everything.
yeah,
so it was,
yeah, no, I
but-
just fucking around, but
Yeah,
oh
but-
my god, I literally so you sent that happened last week or the week before, I don't remember.
So no, that was a couple days ago. I think that
Was
was
it a
like
couple days
I think
ago?
that was like Sunday. or
Since I've seen
Monday.
it, I can't stop thinking about
know.
it, and I don't want to see it.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay, but I
Um,
can't stop thinking about it.
That's
Like,
one I did intentionally delete from my phone. I figured it's out there now that I've sent it to people. Like
Yeah.
if I need it, I can go back and reference it. But I
Okay.
don't want it on my camera roll anymore.
Oh my lord,
because
man!
it's fucking gross.
It
you know?
is. That's a tough one.
Yeah,
and I
it
can
was.
only imagine.
So then they found more of them, though. That was the thing. They were crawling through the internal orifice of her anus.
Okay,
So there was rotted tissue in there with maggot activity there too.
so she was literally being eaten
Yes.
from the inside out.
Yes. No, she's being eaten from the outside. in.
Well, that
Yeah.
too. That I
But
mean,
yeah, she's just rotting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
So no no
I'd be angry too.
no
But no,
No
I mean,
shit.
yeah, no.
Well, yes, but at the wrong things, angry at the wrong things.
Yep.
You know what I
But,
mean?
You
Because
know.
you can't. I mean, you.
Yeah.
You can't want that to be the way you go.
No, definitely
you
not.
can't want that to be.
That
the
is
way
how
you
we
go.
all end up going
Yes,
at the
I
end
know,
of it, but
I
we're
know.
not there for it, and that's the part.
You
It's
don't-
like we're not there for that.
You don't
part.
want to watch that.
No,
Part
you don't want to
happen
be a part of that
yourself.
part. You don't want to actually know what's going on when that part
No,
happens.
no.
Like you
no,
should be
no,
on a
no.
full other dimension by the time that starts happening. You know what I mean?
You really want to be.
Yeah.
You really should be. You really, really want to be.
So the first time I ever saw that, I was in Boston when I saw that,
Yeah.
and then somebody else got it. It was a different patient, but similar situation.
Yeah.
A few months after I did, and then my partner and I being assholes, and now I realize what a truly cold-hearted joke this was. Is we went and got white rice from the Chinese restaurant and just threw it in their locker. Yeah.
That's not funny, bro.
It was though, but
That's
it's not.
funny,
I know.
bro.
And then I thought about that during this call, and I was like,
It's
"Thank
just-
God I don't have a locker."
so not funny, man. Oh my God.
I know.
I had to
Evil.
bring it up one more time.
It's awful.
Oh man. And I want to say poor woman, but she tried to bite you and punch you and
Yeah.
kick you and kill you.
I mean, to her inner defense, she wasn't 100% there.
no,
You know, and-
obviously you
yeah.
you can't be right if that's happening to you.
You
You
can't be.
can't be.
No.
Otherwise, you're doing something about it,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah,
So
I mean, your natural human survival instinct would have to kick in at some point for that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Unless you're not all there.
yeah.
And, so that was the thing is like with her, I was like, it was pretty funny the way I was talking to her because I was talking to her pretty much like a child. I was like, no, that's not
Really?
nice.
Yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, don't hit me. That's not nice. No, don't try and scratch me. No, I'm just doing,
You
it
don't want to
was-
get rabies.
No, I really didn't, so, but it wasn't like
Yeah.
I told my partner, I was like, because she was laughing. She was like, you were talking to her like a 4-year-old. And I was like, because that's,
That's
I was like,
essentially what
and,
she is.
and I was
at
like,
this point,
I
yeah.
didn't really see her as a threat to me. Like,
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
totally stop her like attempts at punching and whatever. You know what I mean? And I was like, it wasn't like it was a fucking homeless,
Yeah.
tweaker that was being a dickhead. Like, then it would have been a different story.
Well, of
you know?
course.
But
No, no.
this is somebody
90. Would you say 92?
that's 92.
I mean, just
Probably hasn't eaten in a month. You know what I mean?
That's
So
the
I mean,
whole and the cats.
Yeah.
they were eating her.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just all bad all the way around.
Like
So
that's
it's like-
something that, and I'm not even trying, but that's something that you used to see on South Park.
Kinda.
Okay,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely.
Like when the cats made the lady, they turned her into Weekend at Bernie's, and
That's
they took
right.
the lady
yeah,
out.
the washing machine looking machine.
And I'll never forget when they opened her mouth and it was just full of maggots.
Yep.
And that's all I could think of with this.
Yep.
This
Yes.
is
I mean, the visual's awful. I know.
oh man.
You're bypassing one critical part of this whole situation:
What's the critical part?
the smell.
Oh God.
Like that's
Oh,
why dude
God.
wouldn't go in there.
Oh God.
That's
Yeah,
why
no, I
dude
can only,
wouldn't go in
So I can only imagine.
because it was awful, awful, like awful.
Well, and
Awful.
you said you said
Well, it's awful.
thousands of flies.
It seemed like it. I mean, probably hundreds, but like there was a lot of fucking flies. Like,
I mean, you
it
could
was
see a vortex of flies.
yes,
Okay.
and they were
that's-
centered around the door of her
Yeah,
area.
yeah, yeah.
and like where she was sitting and all of her immediate.
So that obviously, leads me to believe that this had been going on for some length of
oh,
time.
absolutely. This was
Like,
not just. This
Not
didn't
even
just
a week.
Come on,
Yeah.
This
not
is,
even in the last week or two.
No, this has been a
Yeah.
while. This has been 2, 3, 4 weeks.
Dude,
So.
just imagine if you guys got the call that you got 3 weeks after when you actually went out there.
Didn't eat much easier.
Well, yeah, because you would have been calling the coroner.
Yeah, That person's dead, and that's that.
What looks like that was a person, that person's no longer here.
Exactly.
Because at that point, I mean,
Yeah, there would be much.
There wouldn't be
not
much left.
No.
No.
So.
Oh my god! Oh, just
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, you can't send me something like that if you don't think I'm going to make it content. Okay?
No, that's all
You
good.
gots
No,
to
that's
know.
all good,
You
and it
gots
was.
to know.
And it was. But here's okay. So no, and that's why that is part of the reason why I sent it to you. And you even told me that's going on the list, and I was like, all right, yeah, that's cool. But no, because you were like, oh, I got a video. It's going to be so awesome. And I'm like, word. I thought you went into the TikToks or something and found something silly or like that cat that I found the other day that's racist. That's not racist because it's a black cat. Like I thought it was going to be something along those lines. And then they're like, okay, Dr. Toy, I got a video. And I was like, oh, I know what video this is. Oh, no. That's all that was.
Well, listen, I'm not going to
So-
leave you. I'm not going to leave you high and dry. Okay, I would never do that to my buddy.
Thank you. I
Okay.
appreciate that.
As you can see, if you
Because then
look,
I have to follow it up with like Pyromania or something.
if you can see on your screen, there's currently
Olympic goal ball.
yeah. Have you ever seen this before?
Hold on. Blindfolded bowling, dodgeball style, make a goal.
This is.
This is my new favorite sport.
I'm telling you, bro.
I think we could do this.
So this is something that they
Do not attempt this, though. This has been done by professionals.
Yes. This is something Olympic goal ball, and this is how it's played. You have 3 people that are blindfolded, or you can be blind. So I think
I guess that's fair.
think it might be a Paralympic sport also. And this is how you get 3 people together, and you just spin around, and you try to keep the ball from going in the goal.
I like it, but
And you have to roll it.
yeah, it's
Okay.
like a bowling technique almost.
Yes, it can't be. You can't throw a fastball.
No, but here's the thing that I don't like about it.
I don't like any of it.
Okay, the goal is too big.
It's the entire length of the fucking.
Hence,
yes.
the goal is too big.
But you
it needs to be going back to like a hockey goal.
But 3 people laid out,
I know.
lengthwise.
I know.
You should be able to block it.
But the funny thing is, you don't know which
Yeah.
way you're blocking because the other guys are all blindfolded too.
Let's hear what they have to say, though.
And Dennis. She puts the rotation on it. She finds a spin. She finds the gap. She brings a goal back for the USA. It's Brazil 2.
Go USA.
Well, it's hope for the United States to Amanda Dennis. Well, we've been waiting for her to get her scoring arm in action, and she found the gap perfectly there.
Dude.
It's
She-
one shot to extend this match. Amanda Dennis.
All right, where's the goal? Okay, now I know which direction I'm facing.
And then she sticks her tongue out like Jordan.
Oh yeah, Jordan, because
She's found the back of the net.
she found the back of the net.
Side. Could this get any more exciting? The women's semi.
I guess not.
Hey, you.
Hey,
Yeah,
you.
I'm talking to you, boy.
I like his shark
Would
necklace.
you punch me in the face for $1 million?
Of course.
Yeah,
Would you punch him in the face for $1 million?
absolutely. If somebody gave me $1 million to punch him in the face,
Wait, hold on.
absolutely.
You would?
Yeah.
Listen to his response.
I bet you won't. You want to know why?
Why?
Because you scared. Hey, you.
No.
Because you scared. He can't even do his videos
Yeah.
right. Because you.
I do like his shark necklace though. That thing's dope. I
would,
want one of those.
Would you wear it?
Oh hell yeah.
You would not wear that down the street.
Yeah, I would. I'd rock that. Not the gold chain, just the shark necklace.
Just the shark necklace?
Yeah, and I definitely don't think I'd rock that hair.
Do you think he's trying to identify as a shark with the hair? You think that's what
Yeah,
this
you.
is?
I'm talking to you, boy.
Is that why he has it?
Would you punch me in the face
You think that's what he's
Yes.
doing?
for $1 million?
No. You're missing the whole point. Do you think he's
He's
trying
got
to
the shark hair? Yeah.
identify as a
I think
shark?
so. I think he's identifying as a shark.
Okay.
And you're supposed to punch sharks in
I
the
bet
face.
you won't. You want to know why?
Why?
Because you scared.
Could you
Hey, you. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you,
I
boy.
love it.
Too busy.
Okay,
getting punched
wait,
in the
but this
face.
one's important. I showed you the other one, but listen, this is my new favorite guy for the MMA.
Do this.
Okay, listen,
Remember, you reap what you sow.
That's true.
Chris.
Do this only as a last resort in the octagon.
Okay, last resort. It's a Papa Roach song.
So, you got this one guy
Chris, do you got this?
you want to put down real quick.
Yeah.
So, I would go either back fist, then elbow.
Back fist
To
and
the
elbow.
head.
Okay,
Back fist,
Or
elbow.
watch this
you're
one.
left-handed,
Okay.
like some people would go.
Left-handed people would go
Then
this way.
Back face to the face.
Back face to the
Follow
face.
Up with a elbow to the side of the head.
Follow up with the elbow to the side of the head.
Now remember, you reap what you sow.
Okay.
I do not recommend you do this.
I don't recommend.
Remember,
So it's
you
just-
reap what you
just-
sow.
Just
Okay.
back,
Got this
elbow.
one-
Okay, but watch.
So,
So you got
this
this.
one guy.
You got this one
I'm
guy.
gonna put down real quick.
We want to put him down real quick. Something
Yeah.
like this.
So,
Okay.
I would go either back fist, then elbow.
Back fist and elbow. Try it
That's what I
again.
got.
Either back,
Back
fist,
fist, then elbow.
To
Okay.
the
Or
head,
If you're
or
left-handed.
then back face to the face.
back face to the
and
face.
Follow up with face to the face.
Listen.
I am.
Then back face to the
Back face to the
and
face.
follow up with a elbow to the side of the head.
To the fat of the head.
The fight ahead.
The fat of the head.
Then
The face to
back
the face and
to
the
face,
back face to the
and
face.
follow up with
With
a
the-
elbow
Elbow
to the side of the head.
to
Yes.
the fat of the head.
Yeah.
I got it.
Now remember,
Okay.
I'm ready.
But he doesn't recommend you do this.
No, because you reap what you
see
sow.
around.
Yeah.
And this is a last resort move.
Wait. Say. Don't say. Okay. Then I this one you already see.
Bubbles,
Okay.
long lost father.
But I do enjoy this guy. Okay.
You think you got problems? It's my problem. Oh, man. Out of shape. Fucking worried about my surgery tomorrow.
Sounds perfect.
Everybody knows me as Lumpy McTaggart. They call me Lumpy because this fuck big bump on my forehead here. Can you see that? Got shot in the head.
He does bubbles
He
very
does
well.
bubbles really well.
He
dude.
really does.
Years old.
But like an old
Somebody
bubbles.
fucking hit me in
Yeah.
the head with a pellet gun, and that was it. I rubbed dirt and it told Mom I fell out of a tree because she fucking killed me. Anyways, here we are all these years later, back in Okanagan, where she's nice and sunny, and fucking all that shit. But I wanted to tell you today that I'm starting to think about that kid on the trailer park boys. Bubbles, that's right. That
I think it's great, dude.
I do too. He does it perfectly.
You
back
know?
in the day, like I was in a punk rock band, you've probably heard of us, Buster Hyman and the Pelvic Thrust.
That's a great
We
name.
were fucking doing
Buster
all
Hyman and the Pelvic Thrust.
Buster, I played it up to this point because I had to get
That's a
that
great
in there,
band
okay,
name.
so Buster Hyman and the Pelvic Thrust. Can you please do me a favor, write that down,
Okay.
and pitch that at your next band meeting?
Certainly.
Okay. And finally today,
Bitch, it's your boy Young Hoey here.
I'm not gonna go.
I love this guy.
I know, but
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Right,
I love this.
see that big ass nose?
Uh-oh.
Left hook.
right now.
I was going to say,
Left
someone
hook.
punch him in the
I'm
face.
send that son bitch right around to his left ear. Yeah.
Don't turn
Ain't
it around
no
his left ear,
time.
son.
This for real. I'm
12
12 o'clock. I'm putting on the gloves. I don't really need no gloves. I'm gonna hit your ass with this solid shit here.
12 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right,
No,
12
he-
o'clock.
He got some steel.
One of y'all scared and the other them glad they
No,
scared.
ain't nobody scared here.
One of
My
y'all
heart
scared.
don't pump no fear.
What?
Right now.
Our heart don't pump no fear. Put your
I
money
don't
on
wanna
yard,
do every
man. Your ass gonna feel.
I like the
Put
guy
your
in the
money
green
on
hat.
yard.
I don't want you.
If he show up at 12 o'clock tomorrow,
I'm gonna be
it's
around.
going down.
I'm gonna be around.
No bullshit. I'm
I'm
for
gonna be
real.
around.
I'm for
12
real.
o'clock tomorrow.
I'll be around.
I'm gonna knock his ass out.
I'll be around.
Y'all stand side by side, man.
This is
Stand straight
the best part
and let me see y'all face.
when they finally do it.
Let me see your face.
Oh,
Let me see your
snap.
boxing face. That's your
That's
boxing
his fighting
face.
face.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it straight.
That
That's your
shit's scary
boxing
right
face.
there. That's a scary
Hold
boxing
it
face.
straight. Is that your boxing face, sir?
Yes,
Hold
sir.
it straight. Is that your
Yes.
boxing face?
That
Where
shit's
your
dope.
hands? Where your hands at?
He ain't got none. Keep
Where your
that
hands?
motherfucker
Give me the
down.
baller, man.
He
Where
ain't
your
got
hands
none.
at?
I'ma go
Hold
to
it
the
straight.
Just like that.
Hold it straight. Y'all hold it. Got to promote this man.
He's so hot.
Hold your
He just
boxing
can't
hands
stop
straight.
licking.
That's yours. That's yours. That's yours. And that's yours. Hold it.
This is why we love TikTok.
This
okay?
is why we
See
love
y'all
TikTok.
This is why we love TikTok.
Because this is a big boy match.
This is a big boy
This
match.
is a big boy match. I
Hold
want to see it at 12 o'clock tomorrow, though.
Hold it.
Okay, but here's the problem.
This is a
I
big
went
boy
back.
match. Y'all got to
They
hold
didn't finish it out.
They didn't finish it out.
What we
This
Postponed.
dude,
maybe waiting on sponsorship.
this dude in the North Face shirt, he never showed up.
No,
He
really?
never showed
Well, the
up.
guy in the green hat did say that he was going to be there.
I know. Green Hat showed.
Yeah, he's all be there.
Dang.
You know?
Y'all both 750. Hold it.
That guy's awesome. That's a scary face, man. That's a scary boxing face.
I love this.
I would
thing.
not want to box that guy.
Yeah.
How fucked up do you think they are right now to be still do this?
There's been a little bit of Hennessy involved in this conversation, I think.
Y'all can release.
It's been a minute and they did that for a minute and 10
You like
seconds.
a real pit bull, and you look like, I don't know.
I love that guy.
He's scared of them motherfucker.
No, he's
Better
not.
be, I'm gonna hit him with his left.
God.
Fucking roundhouse. Same way I hit Mike Tyson.
You hit Mike Tyson.
He reminds me of
How you
somebody.
hit Mike
The guy
Tyson?
in the green hat reminds me of somebody. I can't think of who, but
Really?
See that back feet?
Let me see.
oh, look at that. He's moving
me
his
see.
weight around. Oh, snap. All left right there.
Just like that.
Double checking.
I double check his ass.
God damn.
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock. I'll
be
be
there.
there. Motherfucker, I'll be there at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, that's what I'm. All right, then. All that talk. See that big ass?
Yeah, I like that guy.
Oh, Lord, dude. See, I would never let you go out on Maggot Lady.
I appreciate
Okay.
that. I really want you to see what I sent you, though. It's so good.
I'll see it afterwards, but I
It's
told
so
you.
good, though.
Everybody here knows that all you've ever done your whole life is send me as many videos a day as you possibly can, and I don't
know.
watch any of them.
I know.
I'll watch them on the air, but that one didn't make it to air tonight.
It should.
You know, we're not going to get to talk about my rekindled love for fishing tonight, or the fact that my son's now wearing a Playboy t-shirt, or the fact that I'm muting his mic because he's trying. He's trying, but I ruined it for him. Okay? I unmuted you. You're okay now.
Fine.
And I wanted to talk about all the cash that I got in the mail the other day.
Nigerian Prince finally came through?
Well, we're going to have to wait and see till next fucking episode.
Well, shit, man. I've been trying to hook that guy up for a long time. I just want to make sure he came through.
I got cash. All I can tell you is that I got cash in the mail.
Nice.
The last time you got cash in the mail was...
I think I got sent a nickel one time for something that you got to, like, send back for something else.
And that's about it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe cash for a birthday, like 40 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They didn't have money when I last had a birthday.
Money.
Yeah.
Whatever, silver spoon.
No, I'm saying like they hadn't created the concept of money yet. I'm so old.
We're not. Listen, we are not that old, okay?
No, we're middle-aged white guys that have a podcast.
That are totally and absolutely, utterly worthless.
Yes. We've
Okay.
established that a long time ago.
But we're also getting the fudge out of here. So we'll do this again next Thursday.
That's the plan.
Between the hours of 5 p.m.
We're White the Cable
and
Company.
10 p.m.
Yes.
So
we'll be there between 5 and
just-
10 p.m.
Just keep rubbing.
Just be there.
Just be there. We'll rub one out for you. Goodbye.
Mwah.